Whoa, 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 what do we have here then? I thought I wasn't streaming today. Well, you can't. Am I muted? I'm not muted, let's go! You can't keep me away that easy. I decided to play for a few hours. There's a new balance cancel. I don't know if it's like easily like viewable within game. What happened? That's so cool that you can. Alright, so we can check what happened. I mean, I already looked. Super awesome that you can just see this within game though. So a few weird changes. It's my first time like actually properly tracking this as to what's happened. I'm quite curious. And we'll build some decks around the new cards. I think that's the plan for today. If you're wondering, I finished 18th on the pro ladder. Pretty good. So I've never even seen this card before. It got buffed. I don't understand this card. I'm sure some people in chat can help me out and tell me what the heck this does. Hey Sebastian, what's up? So you stand out on crate. A pirate. Yo Raven. Oh my god, what the heck? Bruv. I just started my stream and you've come through. I'm like 1 minute deep. I wasn't even going to stream today. I was actually lurking earlier because my little brother's playing Pokemon Pocket and I was like, my boy top of the Pokemon Pocket category, don't know. I appreciate it, mate. Let's go. So we're playing Gwent. I've been playing a lot of Gwent recently, which is like my OG game. And Gwent finished developer support like a year ago, but each month the community can vote on balance changes, and it's my first time properly tracking it. So today there's a new update. Even though again there's no developer support, there's balance changes happening within the game each month, which is so cool. If you've never played Gwent before, it is unbelievable. I mean, just look at the art. Look at the flipping art, mate. It is just beautiful. And bear in mind, this is the normal version of the card. Yeah, of course, mate. You take care, boss. I appreciate you very much. That's super kind. That's just the normal version of the card. But if you're like me and you're a bit of a baller, you also get premium versions of the card. And oh my god, there is not a single game that has better art than that. Not a single game. And that's just an objective fact. I'm sorry if you disagree, you're wrong. All right? You're just wrong. The music in this game is great. The gameplay is really, really awesome. And yeah, the fact that we've got like balance changes happening all the time is really cool. So let's take a little look at what has happened. My first time properly tracking it. I haven't played Gwent since the balance cancel really was introduced. So even though I've tracked it, I didn't have like a super strong opinion on any of the changes. Whereas I've been playing the last month. So the first one here is the power. Let's actually look at the nerfs first, shall we? Let's start off with the nerfs. I think the nerfs are kind of better to talk about first. All right, Renfri's been nerfed in power. I actually thought that Renfri was getting nerfed in provisions most seasons. She's one of the cards which is flip-flopping between buffs and nerfs. Personally, I believe this card needs to be nerfed more. I think it's a little bit too common for my taste. I think it's an interesting card, but it sees a bit too much play. So personally, I'm also quite interested in nerfing the Renfri's gang cards, which are those 6 power thinners. I think it would be quite interesting to make those cards 5 power. I think they would still see play in the Renfri decks, and it's also a slight nerf indirectly to the Triss Meteor Shower, because they would only be buffed by 2 instead of 3 with Triss. So I think Renfri nerf is expected, but personally not enough for me. I think it should continue to be nerfed a little bit more, and maybe we need to be a bit more creative, because it's a card which is going to be flip-flopping between nerfs and balances. I think an interesting approach would be to actually nerf the Renfri's gang. Making them 7 provisions would probably be a bit too harsh, but honestly, maybe it would still be fine. Would they still see play in that deck? Probably. Next up, we've got Admiral Rompali, not a card I've ever played. I have been seeing it on the ladder a little bit, and it's been nerfed in a power as well. Choose 3 enemy units, give them lock, poison, and spying. At the end of your turn, boost self by the number of statuses. Highest number of statuses on an enemy unit. I think this card's still probably quite good. A power at this level of provisions isn't a huge nerf. I think it's probably still fine. Living Armor got nerfed in its power. This is a bit of a filler change, because of course it just sets its armor, its power equal to armor. So it started off as a 10-10 with, well, 10 armor, and now it's a 4-10. But this is because people are just not really sure what to nerf. They're not wanting to push too many cards out of it. So this is like a placeholder, and I actually think it's a pretty cool concept, to be honest with you, because the game's very balanced, and sometimes you just, if you don't know what to nerf, I just suggest Living Armor as a little filter. Why not? Up next, we've got Radovid Judgment. This got nerfed by a power, which I'm honestly surprised by. This one seems super unnecessary to me. I have not played this card, and when I've looked at it, I've not been too impressed by the look of it. It's a devotion card, and I think devotion decks don't have that much payoff as it is. So I'm a little bit surprised to see Radovid Judgment lose a power, but I don't think it's a huge deal either. But honestly, not really sure I agree with this one. Up next, we've got Vanadane. I have to say, I think Vanadane nerf is super fine. I think a 6-power Vanadane is very good, and a 5-power Vanadane is also good. I'm pretty sure at one point, the devs actually buffed Vanadane from 5 power to 6. Like, I think that was a change that the devs themselves made, and it's kind of the community reversing this. I think this at 5 power is super reasonable, and actually, I think 6 power on Vanadane is probably too much. I like this change. I think it's a good change by the community. Prophet also got nerfed by a power. This is kind of hitting the Nilfgaard Renfrey decks a little bit. I'm super fine with that. This card's actually been really impressive in my games against it. It has really, really wrecked me. This card was always a bit of a meme card back in the day, but I think this is a justified nerf, and it hits a deck. Like, Nilfgaard for me, I've been quite disappointed with Nilfgaard when I've come back. There's 2 decks I've played against mainly, which has been an Enslaved deck, which is fine, and then this Renfrey Tactical Decision deck, which I have to say, it's very boring to play against 100 times in a row. And I think that, as we're going to see, Nilfgaard's actually got a lot of buffs this season, and I think that this particular Nilfgaard deck getting hit by a nerf is reasonable. I'm not really sure that it's the Prophet that deserved to get hit, but it is also, interestingly, a slight nerf to the Triss Meteor Shower again in this deck, so I think it's fine. Nausicaa Sergeant has been nerfed. I believe every single month of the Balance Council, this has either got buffed or nerfed without fail. So that's really, really fascinating. It's gone from 4 power to 3, and next month it's going to go up to 4 power again. You would imagine it's just flip-flop in between. On-Crate Raiders gets a nerf. Warriors not too popular with people. I mean, it's definitely a popular deck with people that play the deck, but obviously people are a bit fed up of Warriors because Warriors has caught some nerfs. A little bit harsh on the On-Crate Raiders. I feel like this was a reasonably balanced card, but it kind of is probably still decent. I don't know. Skirmish has been nerfed. Now, this is one I voted for. This is actually a 2-step buff, right? So because you can only, like, you can't have a card change in both power and provisions in a single Balance Council. It's been nerfed in power, and then this month we're going to be voting for it to go to 4 provisions. So it's actually a long-term buff, which just has to start off with a nerf. Obviously, if you buffed it to 4 provisions first, and then put it to 3 power, this month it will be busted at 4 power, 4 provisions. So instead, it's significantly worse this month, sadly, but for the long-term good of the game. So I'm happy with that one. Elder Bear, another one I actually voted on. Another controversial change, but this is a change to bearification. Elder Bear itself, of course, did not need a nerf. Of course it didn't. But the bearification card has now changed, where the bearification you use on your own side of the board is 1 point less, but the bearification used on your opponent's side of the board is 1 point less also, which is obviously, because using on your opponent's side of the board, a buff to an offensive bearification. So it's also a change I voted for. In these nerfs, if you're like me and you're not really sure exactly what deserves to be nerfed, I think it's a really cool idea to target nerfs at cards like Elder Bear, cards like Skirmisher, which are long-term buffs. We've seen a lot of the spies, for example, get nerfed in power. Nerfed in power, but it's actually a buff. On to the other nerfs, and we see the provision increase. Now, what's really interesting about provision increase is for every card in Gwent, it's a nerf, except for the leader abilities, it's actually a buff, right? Really, really fascinating. So it makes sense that we see, I suppose, quite a few leader abilities in here. Again, if people aren't wanting to nerf stuff, maybe we're going to see a bit of power creep in certain leaders. And actually, as time goes on, you get more provisions in a deck in Gwent, which is really, really interesting. So Enslave here has been buffed, which honestly, I don't think was necessary. I think Enslave was really, really good already. But honestly, whatever. I'm not against giving Enslave an extra provision. Blood Money has also been buffed. Again, I saw Blood Money a fair bit, but I don't mind that either, getting an extra provision. Imprisonment also getting a provision buff. This one I definitely agree with. I think that it deserved the buff. But then on to the actual nerfs. The Heist has been nerfed. This card is still probably going to see a fair bit of play, so I think it's a reasonable one. I've been playing against this card for the first time recently, and it's impressed me, so I don't really think that I have any issues with this now being a 13 provision card. Coup de grace going to 10 does feel a little bit harsh. because you can no longer play this in Golden Necker decks. I'm not sure if you necessarily did anyway, but fear not, Nilfgaard players, because Assimilate did get a lot of buffs. This is a nerf to Assimilate, but the rest is a lot of buffs. This one I really hate. Kikimor Queen has been nerfed to 10 provisions. There was a Kikimor Queen Golden Necker deck which really impressed me, but clearly people are a little bit fed up of this card in this deck because it's been nerfed to 10 provisions. I personally don't think I like it. I might even just vote for this to 9 provisions and then check out the Kikimor Queen Golden Necker deck in February, because it's a deck which looked really, really fun and interesting. And I personally don't like just completely killing off a deck with a single Balance Council nerf. I don't think the deck was that good. It did wreck me when I played against it, I'm not going to lie, but it seemed pretty cool to me. So I'm a bit disappointed in this one, but maybe it's justified. You have to let me know in the comments what you think. Redanian Secret Service has been nerfed, another one I voted for. This card's very, very strong, and I think it will still see play in certain decks. 7 provisions is a lot, though. But maybe it's just instead of playing 2 at 6 provisions, you just play 1 at 7, for example. Up next, we have Open Sesame catching a nerf, which seems super justified. This card seemed very, very strong to me. I actually think that the Syndicate Gang cards were the cards which impressed me most last season and seemed a little bit overpowered. And I personally might be, in my balance calendar later this month, pushing for some nerfs to the Syndicate Gang archetype. And I think this card was very, very strong as carryover, and I think deserved a nerf. Highland Warlord has also been nerfed. This goes down up to 6 provisions. These were everywhere last season, and I think this is another card which is flip-flopping between 6 and 5 provisions. Primal Savagery going to 5 provisions is a brutal nerf. Not really fair if you ask me. I know it's very strong in the decks with the Highland Warlord, but it's not really the Primal Savagery that deserves the nerf. Like, I looked at playing this card a little bit in my SK Witches deck, but it didn't make the cut, and at 5 provisions it's unplayable in any deck that's not Highland Warlord deck, and I don't even know if it's good enough in that. So overall, with the nerfs and buff like these two, I'm pretty reasonably happy. I think that there's nothing I completely hate, apart from the main one I'm not a fan of is the Kikimor Queen getting nerfed. But the rest, I quite like pretty much everything to an extent. And then let's look at the buffs. Starting off with the provisions buffs, because I think the provisions buffs are the most impactful of all. A provision is worth more than a power, but certainly on these top end cards. And Auto Terra Nova has been buffed from 13 provisions to 12, and that is a big old buff for a big old powerhouse card. Assimilate players, get ready, because that's not the only big buff that your deck's got this season. Yankel Vate's also been buffed to 11 provisions. I think this one's a little bit unnecessary. This card was already seeing some decent play, and I'm not really sure I agree with this one, but there you go. Up next, we've got Fallen Railer, which is a really, really fascinating card. You can do some fun things with this card. It's got Veil, it's got Profit, remove all poison from an allied unit, then boost self by 5. Whenever your opponent plays a unit, poison it and remove... Okay, I didn't even know how this card worked. I thought it was still working how it worked originally, but it's got some sort of rework, and maybe we'll try and build a Fallen Railer deck now. I don't know. Happy days. Seems good to me. We've got Heimdall. Hemdall has been buffed. I think Heimdall's a Marvel Snap card. Oopsie daisy, you didn't hear that. That never happened. I believe this card's been buffed twice now. So maybe it's good enough. Like, I think it was 12, and then I think it went to 11 last month, and now it's 10. So maybe Heimdall is actually good enough now. It can play for a maximum of 18 points, I suppose. But with something like a dagger, of course, it can play for even more. Artist has been buffed. Mr. Hablar, where are you, mate? It's your time to shine. This is a buff that I'm pretty interested in as well. Whenever a unit is played, damage it by half its power. This card's probably pretty good. This might even be a deck we start with today. I might build an Artist deck, honestly. Brothans! This is an impactful one. Brothans has been buffed to 10 provisions. I believe he was 10 provisions way back when. Terra Nova and Brothans getting buffed. Don't forget, though, the coup de grace did also get nerfed by a provision. So you could say that the Assimilate decks with about a provision extra. Land of 1,000 Fables. But obviously Brothans is just really good in these mid-range decks. And personally, I'm kind of down for Brothans to make a bit of a comeback. Rather than, like I say, all I really played against in Nilfgaard last season was the Renfrey decks. And they're a bit boring. I'd rather play against actual Nilfgaard than Renfrey stuff that's just point slamming. This is one of the most fascinating buffs, in my opinion, Land of 1,000 Fables, which is a location going from 10 to 9 provisions, which is one of the most impactful changes you can get, because that means you can play this card in a Golden Necker deck. And that seems pretty damn good. I think this card might be pretty damn good, you know, in a Golden Necker deck. Deploy it, play a special card from your deck, order, transform a special card from your hand into a random unit of the same provision cost from the same faction. I think this card's really good and really fun and really awesome. So there's a big W from me. Really, really cool. It's best with Echo cards historically. Like you could use it on your Aneromancy, for example. Obviously, you're not going to be able to play Aneromancy in a Golden Necker deck, though. But maybe you could even, like, put your Golden Necker back with Alyssa, right? Draw into it, and you don't want to go for the second Golden Necker, and then BAM! You transform the Golden Necker into a random neutral card at, I think, 12 provisions, is it? That sounds really, really spicy, and I know I'm going to try it. Treant Mantis getting a buff. I think this one's fascinatingly cool. I've always liked this card. It's a poison with a 6-point... Well, it's a trap with a 6-point body, which poisons. Super cool. I think it's a really, really awesome buff. This card's probably quite strong in a trap deck because it's just a bit of a bluff, right? You bluff. Even if you don't get the poison, it's just an extra playable trap to make your opponent guessing, keep them thinking. I think it's a really, really cool buff. Megascope going to 4 provisions. I'm not going to lie. I don't really agree with this one. This was the original design of the card at 4 provisions. I actually felt it was very well balanced at 5 provisions, and it's probably overpowered at 4 provisions. I'm not going to lie. I think it deserves to be 5 provisions, but I'm also kind of excited to see it back at 4 provisions. This is what's kind of fun about the Balance Council, right? Like, this card's probably going to go back to 5 provisions at some point in the future, but now for a month or two, we can have a bit of fun with Megascopes at 4 provisions and try out some different decks again. And finally, the Bannard Tutor. I honestly don't understand how this card works. What does it mean? A unique special card. Whenever you play a unique special card, what is that? What is a unique special card as opposed to a special card? My chat's going to let me know, I'm sure. But I think this card's pretty cool. I don't know if it's that good. I'm not sure. I've not really ever seen it played. And finally, the power increases. These ones are less impactful than the provision changes. This card seems really bad to me. I don't really understand what's going on with this card. Why is it so bad? Damage self by own base power, then split as much damage randomly between enemy units. Okay, I just worked out what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to play it in an onslaught deck, give it a bunch of armor. I guess you're supposed to give it a bunch of armor, and then it just removes its own armor and damages that much randomly. I suppose that's what you're supposed to do. Seems like a good buff because it doesn't seem that good to me. Up next, we've got Lord Riptide. Controversial 10 power. I believe it was 10 power, originally got nerfed to 9. It was still seeing play. It didn't really deserve to go up, but it's a card that Monster Player likes, and Monster Players have voted it in. Fair play. Yennefer Conjurer getting buffed to 6 power. That's a big change. We just talked about the Vanadane going from 6 to 5. Well, it's a lot more difficult to remove a 6 power card. Yennefer Conjurer, an iconic Gwent card. I doubt it's going to see much play even at its 6 power. Oh, yes. The one that I was pushing for most. The only one I really cared about. Ciri has been buffed. Witcher 4 Celebration is here. The Witcher 4 trailer came out the other day, and it was kind of what inspired me to check out Gwent. And I thought, you know what? This Ciri card deserves a buff, and a buff it has got. 5 power. I would be interested in seeing this card at 8 provisions, but we'll have to see how it plays at 5 power. I still think it's not good enough, is my gut feeling, but it's a very exciting change. It's a card advantage card. It's potentially very, very toxic if it's too good, but it's also a completely fascinating card which can completely shift the dynamic of a game of Gwent. Triss Barflies gets a buff. I think this one's also pretty good. I think it deserves a buff. It's a good card, and maybe it's just been power crept a little bit. Oh, Roach, 4 power. Roach, what are you doing up there, mate? Quite a fitting card art for this Balance Council change. Don't think Roach deserved a buff, not gonna lie, but honestly, I'm here for it. Why not? I'm here for it. Anna Henrietta, this is the other Nilfgaard buff that I was alluding to. Anna Henrietta being a great assimilate card, potentially. This is a card which Freddy Babes played at Gwent Masters 1 in his Nilfgaard deck, and it performed incredibly well. And yeah, this card getting a power buff, I think, is really, really awesome. Interestingly, also puts it out of coup de grace range, which can kind of make the mirrors a little bit less weird, because you can see some absolute nonsense going on. I watched Zubidu stream this morning, and he had Anna Henrietta in hand, and his opponent slammed the leader, the double cross leader, and stole his Anna Henrietta about 7 times and filled the whole row. Pretty cool. Mutated Hounds gets a point buff. Point buff at a 5 provision card is significantly more impactful than something higher up. And this card looks pretty damn strong. 6 power poison. We also saw Fallen Railer getting a a power buff or a provision buff, and she looks like she works with poison, so I think this is a cool change. K29, I love this change. NR bronze cards, the 4 provision cards, I was looking at them yesterday. I couldn't believe how bad they were. And a K29 absolutely deserves to be 8 points off of Amphibious Assault. 7 points is just not enough. Really, really awesome buff. I like this one a lot. Is it going to be good enough to see play? Honestly, I feel like this card could get another power buff, and then it would be a serious contender as a good card. But Portal NR, maybe that's something we could look at today. Portal Northern Realms, K29's coming in at 8. It's not quite Portal Fish Flappers, is it? It's not, but it's certainly better than 14-point Portal. And Illusionist going up to 4 power. It's another popular card. I think 3 power is probably more fair for it, although it was originally a 4 power card by the game designers, so that one's kind of been reverted. Overall, I'm pretty impressed by the Balance Council. I think you guys have done a great job. If you're interested in following along the Balance Council recommendations I'm going to have for next season, make sure you subscribe. I do think I'm going to be posting quite a bit more Gwent content moving forwards. I'm really enjoying the game at the moment. It's a lot of fun. My biggest thing I would like to see buffed is I would like to see a few of the Fringe Witcher cards buffed. I'm talking about Geralt Axie. I'm talking about Lambert. I'm talking about selective mutations. I think all of those would be really interesting to get a provision buff, particularly Lambert and Geralt Axie, to bring them into Golden Necker decks potentially. I would also really be fascinated to see if we can get like some Witcher themed decks in Scoia'tael and Nilfgaard being a little bit more meta relevant. I have to say the Megascope buff is probably going to help the Witcher theme of Scoia'tael a little bit, because I've got a Golden Necker Scoia'tael deck, and the Megascopes are already in there, so that deck just got 2 more provisions. It's not exactly all in Witchers. Like, I don't play Gwent, I don't play Gezras, but there's some interesting stuff to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did, and let me know in the comments below if there's any cards you would like to see buffed or nerfed next season that I should include in my Balance Council to try and get that pushed through by our community here. Cheers! What's up, Shin? Oh my god, I just recorded a Gwent YouTube video. I forgot to press record, though. I wasn't supposed to stream today, was I, Bane? Bane knew better than I did. Bane was like, yeah, sure, I bet you're not going to stream tomorrow. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I was like, no, Bane, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I've got lots to do. Well, turns out part of what I've got to do is play Gwent.com. But it's not going to be a long one. It's going to be like a 2-hour stream or something. But still. Honestly, this card in Golden Necker decks that's spicy, isn't it? So if we look at the oh damn it, I deleted it. I tried clearing up my deck list and I accidentally deleted a deck I actually wanted to keep. Oh, we'll build it from scratch. So we had like this movement deck going on, and the movement deck got buffed with the Megascope change quite a bit. So I'm quite interested to see what that deck might look like now, and maybe this is a deck which I could play today as I'm going away this weekend, and I basically want to post some videos while I'm away. And out of all of the decks which I played, nothing really changed apart from this one. Could also look at some Siri stuff. This card is interesting, right? I think this card's really good for Golden Necker, right? This card's actually crazy. This card's super fascinating. This card is definitely good enough for this deck. It's just a tutor card, like Call of the Forest, Roll the... This card's so cool. It's a double tutor though, right? Like you play this into another tutor card to play an engine. So it's like mega thinning, but for this deck, it doesn't matter. Probs. I guess it's worth it. I mean, it might not be. Right, so all the cards which will definitely be in this deck is going to be the Sentries, the Cat Witchers, the Matrons, the Stigger Castle, the Ciri, the Necker. the Mentors, the Alyssa, the Gaetan, the Frogs, I wonder if this card's good. Where are the Frogs? Oh, not the Frogs, the Alyssa. Mega Thinning, Mega Provision, 0 points. Yeah. But for this deck, it could actually be good. Because basically with the Golden Necker in this deck, you just want it to hit stats. I don't know, it could be. It might be bad. It's fun. If nothing else, it's fun. And it tutors a Golden Necker, right? Like, I kind of hated the Arcane Tome in this deck, to be honest. So it's like a more expensive tome. What are you transforming with Zorda? Maybe nothing? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Doesn't sound that great. I just wonder if it's just good enough that it just plays a special card from your deck. Like, when I saw it, I was like, if ever it's good in the deck, it might be this one. Just because, like, this deck was weird, man. Like, I just had, like, you're supposed to play a bunch of tutors, like, huh? And we, like, thin to 0, basically, but we might over-thin. But yeah, you could also transform Golden Necker, like, unironically. You put it back with Alyssa. And then you have over-thinned, so you can't play it a second time in a world, in a game, right? So then you just, BAM! Transform the Golden Necker. What could you get? An 11 provision neutral. Dandelion Poet, Pog. Geralt the Panther, Pog. If you haven't played it and you have Golden Necker in hand, you need to... Yeah. I mean, similar to Tome in that sense, right? It is like a worse, more expensive Tome. But it doesn't give your opponent the Tome. Which in this deck, I hated the fact that the Tome went to my opponent's side. Because I could never click it again. Because I over-thinned. So it is like a more expensive Tome. That doesn't go to your opponent's side. That's kind of worth 3 provisions. Maybe. I think it might be. I actually think it might be. I actually have a feeling it might actually be good enough for this deck. I really hated the Tome in this deck, but it felt like it was needed. Matter I quite liked in this deck. What specials? Frog Mating Season, Royal Decree, Waters of Broccoli, and then like Isengrim's Council, Call of the Forest, or The Last Wish, depending on the provisions. Yeah, Milena and the Pig we played as well. What else was in this deck that was like a must? I didn't mean to delete it. We had like another tutor card. We had the Tome. Right, let's try and rebuild what we had before. So the Megascopes were just 2 provisions more. So we'll just put, I don't know, flip in Araka's Venom as a placeholder. We had the Tome. Call of the Forest was in there at one point. And then it was like... So like some 8 provision card I've forgotten about. There was maybe Isengrim's Council at one point. I feel like there's something good that I've forgotten about. We played Brehen at one point. Good night, Shin. Take care, mate. What else was in this damn deck? Was there any other 9p cards? I don't think. We played Necromancy at one point. Oh, Milva. There we go. I knew there was something. Okay, so Milva was the card I was forgetting about. So Cool is not necessarily in the deck. Obviously, the Araka's Venoms have been... The Megascopes, and they've been buffed. And then I don't want to play Tome anymore. I want to play Land of a Thousand Fables. Then we could still play a 9 and a 4. That seems kind of good. I don't think there is too many tutors. No, I don't think so. I actually think this is good. I think the Land of 1,000 Fables is better than Tome in this deck. I think we can squeeze it in. So, the Tome... Basically, we also had like a spare provision in this deck before that I just didn't care about, right? So, the Megascopes decrease, and the Land of 1,000 Fables for Tome basically means we're only adding a provision compared to last season, right? So we can play a 9 and a 4. I think we probably just want another tutor card, right? Like I still think it's Call of the Forest or Isengrim's Council or the Last Wish. So it's either a 6 in the Last Wish and a 7. So previously it was like Last Wish plus Brehen, right? Or it was Council plus a 4 or Call plus a 3 with this setup. Obviously we couldn't play a 3. But we could now play Call of the Forest and a 4. So it's Call of the Forest and a 4. It's Council and a 5. Or it's Last Wish and a 7. I think Last Wish and a 7 is not happening because Last Wish actually thins too much. Brehen I like quite a bit as well, but I think we're supposed to play another tutor here. Just play NR Witches with Portal on Quadroni Nights. Yeah, it sounds really fun. I'm also interested in checking out Portal Quadroni Nights. Oh yeah, no, Vial you don't want because we actually want to hit Megascope or Stigger Castle off the Necker because we actually want to hit a tutor because we want to play triple engine in a turn. That's kind of the idea, right? I mean, you could still play Tome as well in theory because it helps cycle the Golden Necker even more. I just think we don't play enough specials, right? But there is a world you could still play the Tome and you could play a 7 like Necromancy, for example. Necromancy is definitely not bad. Hey Fiona, what's up? Hey Zubi with the Ray, what's up, mate? Thank you. Like, maybe you still play Tome, right? It's possible. Like, maybe you have too many tutors for... I don't think we have enough specials, right? How many specials are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's another tutor. I think it's probably Call of the Forest. Because it's the least bricky of the tutors left. And some 4P card. The 4P cards kind of suck though, not gonna lie. Thank you so much, Zubi. I hope you're good. How's it going, Philip? Flo. I wasn't supposed to stream today, guys. I know I got raided twice. What the heck? Humongous what? I mean, Call of the Forest could also be changed with Land of 1,000 Fables, right? So it kind of supports the higher count. Is there any 5P cards that we really care about playing? I don't think so. We could go like Bountiful Harvest, but again, we don't really want to hit that. It's really just engines. So it's probably like a flipping 4P engine. Like this. Kind of don't like that card in this deck. Could be Necromancy as well. Necromancy Last Wish or Necromancy Tome. Could be a vibe. Oh, Renfrey's definitely not dead. Yeah, 1 power's doing nothing to that, mate. It's basically a non-nerf. I think we target Renfrey's gang next season. I think that's the move. Let's go for Call of the Forest and for the Elf. Let's look at NR Witch, NR some, I don't know what, NR somethings. NR with Portal. NR K20 Knights with Portal does sound fun. So the first question is, what kind of deck is this going to be? NR has like Some real struggle with 4 provisions. So you wouldn't... I don't think you're going to play any other 4p cards. I don't think there's anything else you'd want to portal. So your portal needs to be tutored pretty aggressively. I don't know how good this even looks. I mean, it's cute. Yeah, I mean, Avalak or a Neuromancy. One of the two. I don't know. Let's just play... I kind of want to just play some games with the other deck for now. Kind of curious to see how the Land of 1,000 Fables performs. Like, I really felt like this deck before had a provision or 2 spare. What coin was that? I wasn't supposed to stream today, guys, but I'm here. Everyone's good. It's not going to be a long one. It's going to be like a couple of hours. I finished 18th on the pro ladder, by the way. Pretty good. And I'm in the pro ladder to start off the season, so we're playing against other people that finished top 500, or we're playing against people that finished, that have already got to rank. Thingamajiggamabobber. Alright, so the Omega Scopes got buffed. Land of 1,000 Fables. So right now, my Golden Necker is guaranteed to hit the Sticker Castle. I think Land of 1,000 Fables we actually want to do. I think Land of 1,000 Fables is insane in the stack, you know. I got a really good feeling about it. I think I want to hold on to these. I don't want Call of the Forest. And I probably want 1 engine less in this hand. Let's get rid of the Matron because I have the Waters of Broccoli. So because I'm hitting Stigger Castle or Land of 1,000 Fables, I can actually just start off by slamming the Golden Necker here if I so desire. The sad thing is if we hit the Catwitcher Mentors or the Matter or the Siri, it's not even an engine. And we have the option of just opening off with a Fledgling. Seems reasonable. Some sort of trap. Hey, Chrome, what's up? Another sort of trap. I think I just go for another Megascope. I'm not actually going to pass, but it's a threat.
This is me now. Who was I before?
Honestly, maybe I like Megascope at 4p. Maybe I changed my mind already. It's pretty cool. They don't remove my Treant board, it's healing. That's why I went for it into this. No!
How utterly inept of me. Yeah, I work for the Queen.
It's quite a lot of assimilate value though, isn't it? Not bad. The elf also provides assimilate value here, even though we don't have that much movement going. That's why I'm mulligan the Dryad. I probably should have stacked for Gaetan, right? There's a world I just want to slam Gaetan this round. I'm probably going to slam Fragmenting Season instead.
We shall win back.
And then slam Gaetan, I guess. A lock.
Humans are not to be trusted.
Right, at this point, whatever. They're annoying me. Ba-bam.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
Oh, I sense trouble.
Maybe a little bit short on the old special cards here, maybe. Nothing here triggers. Oh, actually, the Witcher, the elf does. Maybe it's just this elf.
May your sword and arm be one.
Might have been a little bit overdone. They did have a lot of points though. You have to think against traps, so I just need to win the round at all costs, right? I'm still playing Lorcana. I'm actually working on Lorcana meta report right now. There's a Lorcana stream Saturday. So I just need to mulligan a gold, Alyssa, the Golden Echo. My Golden Echo is still fine to go again, right? As long as I didn't hit the Sticker Castle, so maybe I'll just keep this. So the plan is to Alyssa.
Know that I was trained by
The Golden
Clara
Necker.
Larissa de Winter herself.
I think we're fine. This is obviously the first game with it, so we need to work out the thinning situation. Now, I would also like to matter to get the Golden Necker, but there's also an argument that I could just matter next turn, like next round. But if I matter next round, I can't go Golden Necker turn 1. Which I guess I don't even necessarily want to do because of the frog mating season being the only special, the other special I have. So we can set up our other engines. And then once we're ready for the frog mating season, we play the matter. So obviously I need to make sure the Sticker Castle and the frog mating season and the Golden Necker stay in the deck here. I guess I could also, to be fair, I could just draw the Golden Necker, right? If I just draw it normally, it's fine. So let's evaluate how good was the Land of 1,000 Fables compared to an Arcane Tome. It did the exact same thing, except it didn't give my opponent a special. That is so much, that is so worth 3 provisions. Okay, hello. We don't want you, and we don't want frog mating season. Alright, we have to keep this so I don't brick. Unfortunately, my matter is basically bricked. So we overthinned by 1. So that's a good thing to know, that we overthinned by 1, even with an Alyssa and a triple Golden Necker. But this is with a triple Golden Necker, right? So matter's just a 6-point card here, is what it is. And we'll try and tweak the deck slightly. So you could argue we need to play 1 tutor less. So we could, if we think this is another incinerating trap, for example, we could just play matter in the front row here. We can't just slam straight away here. Wait, I didn't overthin by 1. I thinned perfectly. Oh, let's go. I thinned perfectly, guys. Mayamon with the raid, mate. Thank you so much. Holy moly. We're trying Land of 1,000 Fables with Golden Necker. I've been live for 40 minutes. I've got 3 raids. What is happening today?
Move along now.
Thank you so much. I don't know. What is this? Maybe I'll just try like a little Malena.
I hate you! Curse you, Dwan!
I guess I'm supposed to do that.
Piece of limbers.
Kind of fine. They've already played 2 incineratings. I don't even know what's left, mate. It might just be another... It can't be another crushing, right? What's the sticky situation one? Didn't that already get played too? I don't even know what this is then. But I think this is somewhat safe. Oh, it could be Serpent Trap, couldn't it? RIP. Probably shouldn't have done that. Excuse me. Guys, it wasn't Serpent Trap, don't worry. Yeah, post Reddit, post Reddit, post. Do your thing. Ah! Guys, why am I getting wrecked? So basically the problem here is that I don't want to slam the frog mating season before I develop. Like, the frog mating season is not actually the kind of card you want to be hitting off Golden Necker. And I also don't want to be hitting the flipping Mentor either. And if I go leader, I can't go matter until I hit that. So I just have to keep playing engine after engine. And they keep just getting removed. And I think we're just losing. Pretty interesting. So I had to push for 2-0 against the trap deck. We learned a lesson. Oh. Oh, an engine has survived. Not a drill.
Ah, shoot true.
I think they have Verno, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, what the hell is that? I guess that's the pitfall thingy-majigger. Finally, it's time to golden neck, guys. Hooray. Bam! Bam, bam! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I still need this to move. Oh, baby, we're cooking. Oh, we are cooking, Milva.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You must try harder.
Not bad.
Find yourself below ground.
No!
We dance. For young is the night.
I mean, I had to go for it, right? Maybe I didn't. I kind of forgot.
Let it forth, Dwan. You stand no chance.
I trust no one. Never have.
At least I remember my positioning.
I've no patience with you. Shown us the way.
If you're gonna fall, fall on the cabbages.
I mean, honestly, we did pretty alright. They have no leader. They have one leader. Ising going to have to think. It's going to be quite close. Pretty sure we're just supposed to slam this immediately, right?
I didn't sheathe it till the ground was slick with blood.
Oh! Not even close, mate. And what? 100% win rate. Time to retire the deck. And we thin to 0 perfectly. I think this deck is actually super clean. Not gonna lie. So like the one thing is that you... Nah, the cool's got... Yeah, this is the deck. We actually optimized it. Land of 1,000 Fables popping off. Just because it's a better tome. It's just a better tome. It's just a better tome. It's a tome that costs 3 more. Yeah, they play badly, not gonna lie, but... This is basically Pireball's deck. He just told me to play this deck last season. But it got mega buffed. With the mega scopes. And yeah, like I said, the Land of 1,000 Fables caught my eye. When I saw it, I was like, ooh. Ooh. Because I hated the tome in this deck. Yeah, like if our, for example, if our like Call of the Forest bricks, or our second Golden Necker bricks or something like this. Bam. I think Pyre's going to play this season, he said. Alright, so the mulligans here is just Call it the Forest and roll the Kree. Yep. Quite a lot of non-engines in the deck. Like Frogmating Season and Syrian Matter and Gaten and Alyssa. So the Golden Necker, ooh, this is a bad matchup, I think. I'm pretty concerned about this one already. We're turning and I'm already not liking my chances here. Did you see Waters of Broccoli in game 1? So I think the reason this is such a bad matchup is because it's an engine matchup where I'm going second. The question is do we actually try to win this game? Or, like, do we try and win round 1? You have to think that we have to, right? Otherwise I just get pushed by siege. So my plan is to go Waters of Broccoli and just use a leader charge. Alternatively, I could go Milena to move this. I think that's too passive.
And the forest is moving.
I think we're pretty doomed, if I'm completely honest. Maybe we just have to believe in the power of the Golden Necker here. I think we do. No! It's not too bad.
Death would be a mercy you do not deserve.
Right, what's the best engine for us here? Because we also have a Stigger Castle. It could be Milva because she's immune, but there's not actually that much movement in hand. I guess there is. Maybe Milva because she's immune. But maybe we just need to be a bit more aggressive and it needs to be something like a Sentry, right? Milva's also not triggering Harmony. I think I'm going to go Milva. I think she's like my only chance to win.
Don't you fret about me. Can take care of yourself.
I actually meant to play her in the back row. I thought I was playing the Cat Witcher when I clicked her. Milva seems like our best chance because she's immune, right?
For me, Bilberry's honor.
So we probably want to try and hold off on another Witcher until this one gets removed. In terms of the Treant board, you have to think that they're going to be using a winch on Raffards. So it's probably better to focus on the Ballista. We have a second Golden Necker here. If we want to... Oh no, my Milva! We could actually go double Golden Necker to try and win on even. Maybe that's the line? So instead of the Treant ball last time, I could have actually just slammed the second Necker. That's interesting, right? Should we do it? Surely we should. Better late than never. That's what I always say. What's the last card? Megascope. Nothing here is going to trigger... It's got to be a second Sentry, right? Ah, I keep messing up. Okay, cool. It's allowing me to do that. Pretty tasty. We have basically nothing left, guys, but let's not talk about that. If I win on even, I just try and bleed round 2, get Ciri carryover at the last moment. And, yeah, maybe like Frogmating Season Ciri.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns?
Which, interestingly, if I'm just planning on, like, giving up round 2, I could also click this now in theory, right?
Yeah, I work for it. Better than working for humans.
I found mine on gwentdata.com. I finished 18th. So big shout out to whoever's running that site. That's crazy, by the way, that I was able to compete with this. Okay, some double Golden Necker. Not ideal. But I mean... did the trick. So they're almost certainly going to just slam siege into us. And we want to try and make round 3 as short as possible, so I'm pretty sure I don't want this in hand. And then the other question is, what else don't I want in hand? Probably I want a mentor for round 3, right? I want 2 mentors, frog mating season, something like this. Matter gives us frog mating season, but I'd rather do the matter this round than next round, basically.
Ah, this will shoot true.
Should maybe go on front row because of siege. To be fair, if they go siege, I just go Malena anyways.
Do not.
We're not really planning on winning this round, but we still like... It's not because I don't want to win the round, I just don't think I'll be able to, right? We won uneven, so we're just looking to bleed and make some really efficient trades.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
What is it I fancy today?
I don't want to matter yet. Megascope's just annoying because it doesn't buff the Dryad.
We elves have our paths. Don't worry about me.
Probably should have moved Romvid, right? So I didn't hit with the Cat Witcher. End of Holiday Blues. Rip. No hangover for me either. I'm just stalling. I basically plan on finishing the round, I think, with just the Cat Mentor in hand. It's possible I even play it if I think it's going to trade efficiently.
Tomorrow we sup at home.
This dance.
And this. I plan on finishing with this in hand as well.
One more feather and we're done.
I mean, I could. I just don't think it's going to be good. I'd rather have this. Click it. Do it.
Don't make me laugh.
You have to think they still have Siege in hand, right? Drow. Like, as much as I think the cat, I want to have this, to be fair, like, I mean, I don't really think we're ever winning anyways, round 3. And I do kind of agree that I want to click this. I'm just going to play one.
It gets easier, kid. Never enjoyable.
They might have a
but
pass,
easier.
but I very much doubt they ever take it. We just probably trade this for something really good. It's got to be like Draug and Siege in hand, right? I don't know if it does. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. There's too many ballistas for it not to be Siege. But there's a chance they don't find, like, if Siege is the last card, there's a chance they don't even find everything, alright? Wow, Rashid, there's no need for that, mate. I think this is a really bad matchup for us. I think we did pretty well to get it to a winnable spot. I very much doubt we have enough, but let's see. Yeah, also this having Veil is a Bit sapphire frog mating season, isn't it? Yeah, sure enough.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh.
Doesn't look
to
good, but you
scorn.
never know. Maybe they only have one siege card. Oh, there's the first of them.
A cat may close his eyes, never his ears.
Definitely think the win con is they don't have another siege in hand. Which is why I played this first, so I can get the vitality through still.
The key is not to lose one's head.
One card in deck. A winch, that's not a siege. That's not a siege, guys. You're telling me there's a chance. Sadly, this is about to get boiling oil. No, it's getting amphibious assault. I guess that's the siege. How did it even do that? Banish 3 cards from your deck. I didn't see it banish 3 cards from the deck. I thought they had one there to begin with. Truth be told. Oh, that's not a siege.
Try to win them all, but you
For
won't.
this most beautiful of maidens, I shall fight 100 duels.
That's not a siege.
We retreat behind.
I mean, honestly, we did insanely well here, but unfortunately, there wasn't enough. It seems.
Do you really want to know?
That's an impressive performance. We can make some NG. That was a really impressive performance, going second in a tough matchup. GG, Swaggy. I don't think Assimilate was broken
Well,
to begin with, mate.
we've
I
not
don't
had
think
enough.
more broken is fitting. We could play some Nilfgaard. I think we probably should build an Assimilate deck, right? Alright. The waters I like in hand. This tutors the Necker. Probably Megascope can go. Okay, we have the Necker. This deck is, I really like, it feels a lot cleaner compared to last season. Portal Vigilante is something new for me. I've not seen that before. So if we go straight for the Necker, the concern is Megascopes and Frog Mating Season. So we're probably just going to open off with the Waters of Broccoli instead.
I am the forest, and the forest is me.
What does that do? Damage only by one whenever you place bounty on it. Okay. I like Milva.
Don't you fret about me.
Immune against
Take care of
bounty.
yourself.
Triggers my fledglings as well. And then we can start going for the... Oh! Engines. Go to choose a bronze unit. Place a bounty on it. What am I going to choose? The Mentor, maybe? This is fair enough. Alright, so they've thinned our deck, which we have to be very aware of. So it's probably more of like a single golden Necker game rather than a double. In fairness, now there's not really too much I'm worried about hitting off the Necker, right? Like, I think we just slam it now. They've committed pretty hard into the round. We get Milena, Frog Mating Season, Megascope.
I hate you! Curse you, Dwan!
Not sure about spawning all the frogs on a different lane, to be honest. Not the best. Oh, I'm not going to lie. I'm not too happy about that. I wanted engines and I only hit one, really. The Megascope, not great. Yeah. It was about as bad as it could have been, really. Megascope, kind of fine, I guess. I didn't want to hit the frog mating season. That's the thing I'm bummed about. But yeah, you can see they are pushing pretty aggressively, so I think we were within reason to play it like we did. They're just slamming. That's the leader gone. So we can trigger a lot of the thrive. Sorry, the harmony again. If I play... I want to get ahead. So this is 5. Catwitcher seems pretty reasonable. We could also just go for a matron for now because it moves and is not going to trigger anyway. I don't want to let them pass. So if I play this here, I got 5. And this is 5. So that's 10. It's not enough by 1. So I could click a couple of frogs if I don't plan on getting a sentry through this round. Which I kind of don't really plan on getting a sentry through. But also on the mentor there could be points. Catwitcher. And I'm gonna pass. I think that's the reality. There we go, they didn't pass.
Now this.
What's this? Bounty and damage. Ooh, that's a problem. That is a problem. We got pretty hard there. This is another bad matchup. Another control deck, right? When I'm playing very heavy engines. But let us see what we can do. Looks like they might have run out of bounty cards because they didn't remove anything here. I suppose Matter could give them another one, which wouldn't be ideal. You can barely hear my voice. Let me turn myself up. Sorry. No, that keeps happening. That should be better. Sorry about that. I was also muttering a lot, as I often do. Well, I would like the round to extend because I have engines set up. They have kind of burned theirs already, so I think Matter is somewhat reasonable. Why? This deck didn't get any buffs, did it? Don't think I'm going to run into this matchup much at all. I've never seen this deck before in my life. Oh, the leader got an extra provision? Right, thanks. So that is a buff. Sure. Ah, leader provision buff is definitely a significant change, in my opinion. I have like double engine down, so I think Matter here is better now than later. But that's kind of the concern, that they might be able to do that, because we probably just drew them that. But I also have all these froggies, frogs. Catwitcher triggers the harmony if we want to go for the mentor first. We could also just go for Siri first and bin it off. I'd rather do that, to be honest. It's not all over just yet, everybody. You have to believe. They have a lot of those, don't they? My goodness.
A cat may close his eyes, never his ears.
How many can one man have? Bloody heck.
and beneath it a scorpion revealed.
Pass at this stage feels like a loss. Just have to keep playing cards and hope for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can see ourselves moving the let's try this.
I admit I lost my temper. Lost it bad.
Not even sure it's enough. I might need some more leader charges. Oh, only one more. Nice. That was surprisingly smooth. Let's go, Fire Thunder. You so should. The game's great. So I have the Megascope off of the Necker here. But I would rather the Sigurd Castle, which begs the question, do I risk it and mulligan it? I think I will. And if I mulligan again, I can brick. So here goes nothing. Again, imagine if this was a tome. I'm never clicking it again because I literally can't. And it would give my opponent like another bounty card. So this is 3 provisions more than a tome. But in this deck, that is worth it. It just got buffed to 9 provisions. It was 10 before. So we're not really using it. It's just in a more expensive tome that doesn't go to my opponent's side of the board. That's the way of looking at it. Which in a Golden Necker deck is actually pretty damn cool. Here we go. Well, that is not ideal, to be honest with you. It's like the worst Megascope target we have in the deck, and I placed it badly too, just to add insult to injury. God damn, what a donut. I mean, that was just heartbreaking. We hit the worst possible Golden Necker there, and I misplayed by a point. We missed the Stigger Castle. And I have Overthin now because of the Scoundrel, but we're just trying to 2-0. We hit the worst card to Megascope out of the 3. Like 1, 2, 3. We hit the worst artifact as well. So this is a big low roll. And my final positioning sucked because I was kind of molding. We finished 18th last season. Not bad, eh? What positions did I start? I don't know, just like top 500, whatever it is. He waved the Siri, really? That doesn't seem correct to me. Oh. Oh. Mate, are we actually doing it? This is an insane win if I do. I threw a point earlier as well, right? One of these Swordmasters should be at a point. Do they have Graden? No! Heartbreak. Great, and that's what I went. I think I said that right. Graden. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the guy, the Scoundrel, I've now milled myself. But this is a very impressive performance, again, against a very, very bad matchup. Going second, I do believe, as well. I missed a point. I wonder if there was ever a world I was supposed to use the sentry front row and move as well. I don't think so. Like an offensive move, but that doesn't really make sense because I still got an extra point off the matron or 2. It does unfortunately look like a loss. They only have 5 points on the leader. So the leader, or the card. But unfortunately, because of the Scoundrel, we've got nothing left. Tough matchup, but pretty impressive performance again. Even though it was a loss, I think we keyed into probably 2 of the worst matchups imaginable for this deck. And we got them pretty close both times. Unfortunately, their leader just removes my Cat Witcher as soon as I play it. We can just give up, right? Yo, green up with the prime. Thanks, mate. You remember, we're on the pro ladder. We're not messing about here.
Mate for the best buyers.
Yeah, I work for the poor. Better than work for humans.
If my thingamajigger didn't like low roll so much, I mean, this guy didn't play for that much, right? They didn't have a spender on board, I don't believe. Did they have a spender on board? I don't remember. It was surprisingly close, I think.
Style. That's right. I like playing with style.
Obviously, round 3 wasn't close, but we knew that. It was we had to 2-0 or bust. GG. One provision doesn't break stuff, no. They can make a difference, though. Let's play another one. And then we'll play a different deck.
Will you learn from that blunder? Are you capable?
Will you learn from that blunder? I'm going to be posting YouTube videos, by the way, guys, while I'm away. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube if you're not. We actually have flipping 700 viewers across platforms right now, across Twitch and YouTube. What? I thought it was just going to be a quiet little stream. I wasn't even supposed to stream today. So you're supposed to keep non-engine cards in hand, like Frogmating Season in hand. Gaten in hand. We're going first against Shield Wall. I think I'm going to drop the Megascope. Going to keep this. Panic! Not really sure how I did there, but I'm kind of happy to hit the waters of broccoli.
This is me now. Who was I before?
Wager I can cast from with me foot.
The Milena Mulligan was a mistake. For sure. Because I have the Treant Ball Milena combo. I kind of panicked a bit with the Mulligans there. I think Milva could have gone perhaps to save her for a rainy day. Yeah, it's an engine deck. Sometimes you're just going to push round 2 as well. Like, if you can win round 1 quick enough.
So, shall we warm up with a fire spell? Yeah, I work for the poor. Better than work for humans.
Yeah, long round, basically, is the gist. But remember, with an engine deck, you want first say, right? You want to develop your engines before your opponent. And the concept is that your golden neck can play 3 engines in a single turn.
No!
No!
That is
Yes!
fly landed in your cup. Allow me.
Am I a little bit spooked about the patience going on here? Most certainly. Kind of liking the look of this Cat Witcher because it's carryover.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
And I might click this to move the boar into the right row this turn to polish this guy off if I don't care for the carryover. Because their carryover I think is more scary than what I'm doing, right? I'm new. Let's go. What's good Skellige deck to work towards as a beginner? I honestly don't know, mate. Chat's probably got a good idea. I haven't played Gwent in a long time. Like, I've been on a big break and recently come back. And, new game experience, I'm honestly not sure. My guess would be Warriors is a good Skellige deck to work towards because it's strong. Also, you could look at, like a Pirate deck with Onslaught. Skellige Witches is also a good one to work towards, potentially. That is what I've been playing. It is more of like a neutral theme deck. This went well. It really depends what kind of vibe you're looking for. I would say, like, Skellige Witches is an interesting one to work towards. It's more of a neutral deck than a Skellige deck. And it gives you, therefore, like, a lot of the cards in that deck are also good in a Northern Realms Witcher deck. So that kind of gives you 2 decks for the price of 1 in a way. So this actually tutors our Golden Necker. I think that the Elven Swordmaster is like the weakest card in the whole deck. But it's not a bad proactive option. as a turn 1 play here. This is not like... I mean, Milva. So if I slam the Golden Necker, I could hit Ciri, Mata, Malena, which would mean the Megascope's brick. So we need to have like a Megascope target before I slam the Golden Necker. There is a world I could go Royal Decree for a Sentry to begin with. Even though Royal Decree usually is saved for our thingamajiggamabobbers. Like, Milva is an interesting opener. Thing is, we could double Necker this turn with the Royal Decree, right? Because we go... Necker, Alyssa the Necker, and then Mata, and then Royal Decree for Mata. The Mata's quite slow, though. What's the Mata?
You see?
Start off with this.
Between your teeth, not so.
Not too threatening. Not too menacing. And then BAM! Golden Necker out of nowhere. That's the plan.
As you command.
Alright, let's get the Golden Necker going. Not sure about the positioning on these. Ooh, that's not a very good hit.
A cat may close his eyes, never his ears.
We have a Matron, so perhaps another Matron is the way to go here.
First, you must learn to fletch.
Not thrilled about that. To be fair, the Matrons are going to be zooming. Double Necker isn't good right now because I don't have like the third special in the deck because we drew the Royal Decree.
We've no room for renegades. We've no tolerance.
Hey everyone, what's up, man?
The day is nigh when all
Rip Cat
shall
Witcher, I
behold
guess.
thy beauty.
You have to think they're just gonna... They need to go to remove something now. It's quite greedy to not. Wow, they just leave it. Not sure I agree with that play. Interesting, we could also try and turn Royal Decree into a bronze neutral. Sorry, a 9 provision neutral unit. We've got to click the Land of 1,000 Fables once, guys, right? So let's go for it. Oh! Alright. That's not very good. We had to try. I don't think that's very good. 9 points max with my deck, right? Milva plays for the most points here, so it's probably just Milva.
I'll get it done.
Hey, Nix. We're playing some Nilfgaard movement with the new Land of 1,000 Fables. We're not really using it to click its ability.
I am here to lend
Oh my goodness. That's quite intimidating. I mean, a Gaetan plus like a flippin' bunch of leader charges. I mean, the leader just only deals 1 damage. That's the concern. One, two, three, four, five, six. I obviously don't really want to use this yet. But like the frog mating season, buffing up the matron is kind of cute. But I don't spawn 1 frog. Maybe that's fine, to be honest. I think it might be fine. Maybe it wasn't that fine. I don't know. Not very sure what I'm doing. Trying to protect the engines as much as possible. That's the idea. We need a space in the row though for these to actually go through, right? And I think it's super fine for us that they prioritize the frogs. I bet I really want these matrons kicking alive, right? They're worth so many points on my Milva. Yennefer. Bro's deck is cooking. We are queuing some really bad matchups, man. But we're trying our best. We certainly are trying our best. You're Persian. What's up, mate? Good to see you. Been a while, bro. How are you subbed? Were you here yesterday or something? Persian, how are you subbed? What the heck? I honestly don't know. Yeah, me neither. That's a lot of points. One. Imagine they hit Rune Word into another mage. My god. Persian was here? I'm sorry, Persian. Persian's been here? Huh? What? Persian. Did I even react when you were in the chat before? Did I even react to you? Like, I didn't say something like, oh, hey, baby. Because that's what you always used to say, right? Oh, hey, baby. I'm pretty sure that's what you used to say. I've never played much of this game. How is it in this current state? It's so good! It's so good! Bold Lord. I can't recommend it enough. Honestly. Unbelievably good. Like, this deck I'm playing against, I haven't seen in like 2 years. But look, it's balanced and it's good. There's so much variety. There's so much freedom of creativity. Oh my goodness, we're actually getting cooked. We are actually getting completely cooked. Bro, how has bro got so many spellweavers? Bro. Hey bro, how you got so many spellweavers, bro? Bro. Bro! Hey bro, stop that, bro. We're getting cooked. I put the Necker back as well, and it's not even good. It's over. Just go next. Alright, GG, we lose. I lost. There's no coming back from this. Like, look at my deck. There's, like, horrific matchup after horrific matchup. I do think this deck's good, though. Pyre reckons this is like a 2.6 deck. I think we just played really bad matchups. Any tips? The pass is the key. A well-timed pass. A well-timed pass is the key. Alright, what do we want to play, guys? We have, like, an hour. What should we play? What do you guys want to play that's new? Do we play Assimilate? I guess we play Assimilate. Oh. Oh. Assimilate. So we play Assimilate with... Terra Nova, Brathens, and Anna. Because they all got buffed, right? So obviously going to play at least one Informant, because that comes with Brathens. You have to imagine we're also going to play a... oops. Emissary. You have to imagine I play Vigo, even at this many provisions. You have to imagine I'm still playing Coup. Mage Torturers. Rodders. Perhaps Joachim. Move cam. Oh yeah, thanks. What else does a good old-fashioned assimilate deck play? Torres! He's onside! Ooh! Just Calvate, no Rodders. Yeah, kind of makes sense. He got buffed too, innit? How many tactics do you need for Calvate to start in the deck? Eight. Bam, bam. I mean, I guess we just put in a bunch of cheap ones, right? Would be my intuition. To polarize. 9, 10 is more secure. Okay, so we'll aim for 9 or 10. I don't really want to do the maths on it. Can't be bothered. So currently I have, what, 3? Is Battle Stations good or too expensive? That's a card. Let's, like, for now, put all the cheapos in. Like, all the cheap tactics. I mean, there's bribery. Like, we can put some more expensive stuff in if I have the room for it. But for the sake of polarizing the heck out of this deck, play a bronze tactic from your graveyard and give it to you at the end of your turn. Alright, so 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. 6, 7. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so like this is mega greed. If we wanted like the mega polarized version, yeah, I think mirror's probably quite good. But you imagine we're gonna play like remedy and stuff like that, right? But it's good to... Yeah, Terra Nova just got buffed today. But this gives us, like, freedom of creativity, right? Is there any neutral tactics that we could play as well? Not really. I'm not bothered by... Anna got buffed. Brothan's got buffed. Terra Nova got buffed. But Ku did get nerfed. Anna got a power. Brothan's and Terra Nova got a thingamajigger. So also we want to be careful about the amount of bronze units we play. These are the other assimilate cards. Not sure I'm that bothered by any of them. I mean, Masquerade Ball maybe? Masquerade Ball does have assimilate synergy. Yeah, I imagine like these tactics are not going to be the final. I just like... I like doing it in this way because it gives us as much freedom. These are almost placeholders, right? Like we know we're playing a certain amount of tactics and this is the minimum like and the cheapest we could ever possibly play. Rune Mage does sound good. Rune Mage does sound good. Thank you. There was a time... Whoa, did Rune Mage get nerfed? No, he's still there. This card's kind of broken, honestly. Vilgor Yenvo, probs, yeah, sure. Probably I'm more of a Vilg believer than Info. Because I don't think we're playing Joachim, right? Isn't Stefan? Yes. That is true. Just want to play ace up the sleeve for each 3 tactics. We would need 12 tactics for that to be worth playing, probably, right? Wouldn't you? Like, I don't even know. I don't even know if this is that good unless you're playing Enslave. Which, I mean, like, maybe you could play Enslave. Enslave also got buffed, interestingly, right? I could see it. I could see playing Enslave and Stefan. Double Cross is obviously the historic leader ability. So, like, basically, Rune Mage is not necessarily in the deck, right? It's more of a consideration if we're playing Double Cross. Rune Mage seems a bit mediocre. It's a good card though. What else jumps out at me as a card I would like? How about Henry? If your opponent has not passed and the hand is not full, create a legendary unit from your faction. Isn't that good? I think this is good. Pretty sure this card's good. I spoke to Pyre about this card. He suggested I could play it last season. If your opponent's not passing and the hand is not full, create a legendary unit from their faction. I mean, that also does synergize a bit with Rune Mage, right? But you want to play Henry before you play Calvate, right? Curious. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but we'll work it out. Nothing else really jumping out at me for now. Blightmakers and Mage Assassins. I mean, we also need to consider the Vigo still, right? At the moment, there's one... There's three, right? Because we have the Informant, the Mage Torturer, and the Emissary. Stefan might be worth it though if we go down an enslave route, right? Like enslave 6 and Stefan could be an option. Like, let's just see what that might look like out of interest first, right? Let's explore that so it's not in the back of our mind and we can just bury it as whether it's a good idea or not. So it'd be Stefan enslave. It probably wouldn't be Henry. And it would be like all of the cheap tactics, probably, right? Let's say hypothetically it was something like this. Then we're still a provision over. And I do want to play the Anna because she's new. I also think Anna's pretty damn good with enslave. You win round 1 with Anna. I mean, could you ever cut the Vilg? Probably you would rather not. I mean, if you wanted to be mega greedy, you could say that you could cut the Mage Torturer down to a 1-of. Right? And play... you can't play 2 Emissaries, though. So then that makes your Vigo awkward. And you could play the Mage Infiltrator. Oh, I got 4p extra. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thanks. That makes more sense. Right, so I have 3 provisions spare. This deck would want to play like Magni divisions anyway, right? ×2. They're also good hits for Vigo. To be fair. I mean, maybe you could say you just don't even play the Emissary and Brathan's is just... not proactive and it's just a copy. Like you might have enough proactive stuff here without him, right? You need Unted? What is Unted? 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 Yeah, like this looks like a bit hopium. But it's playing the Anna. I want to play... Like, I think Anna would not make the cut usually, right? I mean, I need to play 13 units. If I'm playing Enslave, that's kind of the point, right? This either got an extra revision, so I kind of want to play Enslave, Assimilate. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of down for this deck. Kind of up for it. So at the moment, we don't have... at the moment, Vigo is Mage Torturer, Magni, Informant. That's a really good flip in Vigo. But Brathan's is only Informant, but I think that's fine. Are there any other, like, more expensive tactics we could look at? To be fair, like, flipping... Wait, we're Devotion right now as well, right? So Amnesty's good. Is there any other Devotion payoff? You have to think I'm playing two Amnesties with Devotion, right? Maybe I can only play one. This looks good. Not gonna lie. This is like super greedy over the top. But I kind of like the look of it. Collar or what? Nah, Amnesty ×1's fine. I'm gonna play this. Sod it. I don't know how good it is, but it looks fun. Is it collar? Or is it... It's probably just magic lamp because of proactivity, right? Yeah, this might be bad. I'm not sure this is necessarily a good approach to this deck at all. But it's using all the new cards that have been buffed. Like, I think I don't know how good... Wait. Gwent? See... Why don't I have this? Boo. No, I want the Anna. I actually think Anna's good with Enslave. Think about, like... Enslave, we can slam round 1, and then use Anna. Right? We use Enslave to win the round. Bam, Anna. Carry over like a mini Renfrey, right? We need the Duchess Informant ×1 because of Brothans. Alright, so I don't know how I'm playing this deck. I need to work it out. I have to imagine I'm getting rid of Battle Prep. So, not a real card. I have to imagine I'm also getting rid of the Informant. And I guess there's also an argument that I could get rid of a gold card here because it's just going to come on top with Calvate, right? So maybe we just bin off Brothans for a rainy day. Give Spine to 3 units, provision cost of 10 less. So I'm giving spying. So we go this, and I guess this. I've never played this card before. I'm pretty excited to be playing Nilfgaard, guys. Let's go. I haven't played Nilfgaard in a long old time. Certainly not a Nilfgaard deck like this. So we're in Slave 6. We're using the new Anna, which has been buffed by a power. We're using Brothans and Terra Nova buffed by Provision. But we're also using Q, which got nerfed by a Provision. And we're using Enslave, because Enslave also got buffed by a Provision. So now we banish which cards? Probably the ointments and whatnot, right? So we're going to banish... You have to think Tourney Jousts aren't going to be particularly strong against their deck. So I think the Tourney Jousts go. And then probably Battle Prep. How many soldiers do I play? Probably get rid of the ointment, right? We might be able to use the armor on their stuff as well. We are in a Assimilate deck after all. Amnesty on the Chariot's an option. For now, I'm going to be really boring and play Calvate because I'm kind of roping. I'm not sure this was quite ideal. I have a feeling we might have been better off trying to take like a Magni Division onto the Chariot here, for example, first. Like, I'm a bit worried that now I'm just... When I play my Magni Division, I draw into a really good gold card, which I don't want to play this turn. So I think I was supposed to play the Magni Division before playing the Calvate. I was roping a little bit. Being unsure, obviously, with what I'm doing in the deck. We only play 2 Mage Torturers, so we do need to be somewhat cautious as to what cards we give Spying. I guess also Enslave gives... Like, whatever we Enslave and whatever we Amnesty also gives card Spying, right? Which maybe means I can be a little bit more free with this. So here's an interesting question, which is, can I just slam the leader here, play the Anna, and pass? And I think I might be able to.
Speak your mind. To the point.
Tempo. I think I'm passing, mate. I think I'm about to pass. That is absolutely filthy. we just force a long round. And I think that's fine. Isn't that just really, really good? Enslave plus Anna seems really strong. Oh, I'm excited to be playing some Gwent. Playing some Nilfgaard. Also because now I'm like not in a short period of time where I have to try and climb the pro ladder in like 2 weeks. I can just experiment and have some fun with decks. So I got to 18th on the pro ladder last season, but I can get higher. We're going to go for top 5, top 10 this season. That's the plan. But we're going to be starting off by just having a lot of fun testing out some new things. The Balance Council is such a cool concept, man. Honestly. Absolutely incredible. So Calvay also... So Calvay got a provision. The leader got a provision. Terra Nova and Brathens. And Anna got a power. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 provisions. But Ku lost one. So this deck got 3 extra provisions. No. 1, 2, 3... Yeah. 3 extra provisions, 1 extra power. And this is what we call a tempo pass. Where we slammed so much power. I suppose there's also an argument. Did I actually need to Anna immediately? Could I have played something different, for example? To make things a bit more awkward for them, like in terms of points. And then I inevitably... Because they can't bleed me. So then I can just inevitably play Anna in round 2. Maybe Anna wasn't actually the correct play there and I was better off playing like an Amnesty or something like that. Yeah, Anna used the leader. That's a good point. So the ointment can go. I definitely don't want that. And you have to think that the diplomacy is probably the next worst. Are they going to try and push us here? They might feel like it's necessary. We could Vilg that. I don't think I care too much. I think we want to try and save our Vilg for the thingamajiggamabobber. Now, if I could damage this down by 2, I could coup it. I guess I could also just Mage Torture it and coup it, right? Seems reasonable.
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
We could coup it, and then I could amnesty it, but unfortunately, amnestying it doesn't actually do much for me. So the question here is, am I supposed to play the Magni division? I think I want to thin my deck, right? So I think I will. Why did that not buff? Oh, only buffs dwarfs. I see. So obviously, I'm drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, and then it's 3. I guess 3. So do I want the extra mulligan? Is there anything I could do with diplomacy, for example? That's cute. We could also interestingly go Terra Nova for another Zoltan here. Not so sure that's worth it. I'm trying to think if there's anything off diplomacy that's good. Yes, Circle of Life. Let's just go for it and see. Imagine if I had an elf. This is an exciting deck. I'm into it. I'm into this. I like it a lot. I actually didn't count the coup in my cards. I think I'm just happy with this. You could argue we want the Mage Torturer to set up a better Terra Nova. And a better coup. I think the Amnesty might be good. I think the Lock's good as well, though. Oh, we're drawing into the Chiron. We're drawing into it with the Chiron X. What do we get rid of here? I think I want it in hand, right? Like maybe it's coup that goes, but then I draw it and it's good. Let's get rid of that. Ooh. How did that happen? Okay, this was a card that I mulliganed away. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, we also have it off. The Vigo also gives us it guaranteed, right? Because Vigo is either Magni Division, Mage Torture, or Informant. So it's a bit awkward in terms of what we start with here, with the shield being there. Brathens cannot play Emissary in this deck at the moment. Obviously playing the Diplomacy before I get my Assimilate through feels bad, but maybe that's the best play because everything else is so awkward. I don't really want a Terra Nova. I don't think that's too hot, but... No, we're in save 6. So obviously I'm not going to be playing perfectly in game 1 here. I'm very much learning on the job. Terra Nova for unicorns. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. They go Resilient, which makes sense after I struggle so much with my opening play. That they would do that. Again, if I had like the Emissary, I'd be feeling a lot better here. But if I do that, my Vigo is not guaranteed. Right now, Vigo is Torturer, Division, or Informant. So perhaps that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go Vigo for... No, but I want the Vigo for the Informant. I could just play a lock. I could just pop the shield. It's true. I guess I'm doing that, right? I've actually never played this Unicorn card before. So yeah, I forgot that my first time playing these. These are two of my favorite tokens back in the day, though, because Yennefer used to spawn them, basically, right? That was my favorite thing to go. We could take a good old-fashioned lock. I think I just take a Brathens here first, right?
Her grace will not be pleased.
This deck feels pretty good, guys. I'm pretty excited. I'm enjoying it already. Yo, Gold Naggy. Happy New Year. Dude, what about your XDD thing? Spamming XDD until I enable it, Gold Naggy. You forgot about that. Alright, so chat's assisted me and told me these are my targets to make spying. Oh, they come in spying as well. Right, so my Terra Nova is already... Okay, I forgot that my Terra Nova is already able to pick these from Torres. I forgot about that. So my Torres can already be these. What else did I make spying? I already forgot. Dora Grey. Okay, so I guess we go... We go Terra Nova for Kyronex. Right, and we had that. Okay, so I was supposed to just go Terra Nova turn 1 into Xavier. I'm learning on the job here. First time I've used a lot of these cards. We'll leave this, I guess. It's hard to see how we lose here. The deck feels pretty busted, I'm not gonna lie. After one game, it feels pretty damn good. I had a lot more flexibility than I realized with my plays in the early game. It feels a bit too early for a Lock or a Stefan. think Vigo just to clog the lane a bit's reasonable.
You will not regret this, sir.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Yo, Gaxam. Hope things are good, mate. I have a feeling there might be a certain fella coming up quite soon. Which I did want to try and... I guess we're just removing him as soon as he comes in. We could lock it though, and then do that. It's kind of slow. I just wanted to try and use their things against them, you know? I guess we'll just play the Mage Torturer down.
Enjoy torture? Perhaps a bit.
Yo, Paya, what's up? The gameplay might not be pristine, but what do you think of the deck building? That's the real question. So we could just take a Vilg now, and then take a lock on the other inevitable thing.
Quite the menial task. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Probably should be giving armor to stuff, never mind. Negan has a bad feeling about this. Huh? What the heck is that? I wasn't expecting that. Probably should have. Didn't even twig. I'm just too focused on doing my own thing, mate. That's the problem. Right, I should have locked this, because this is gonna... They're gonna play the fella, aren't they? So are we supposed to Stefan? It is a bit late to lock, isn't it, at this point, but... Better late than never, that's what I always say. Does it buff both? Or just buff by one? Oh my god! We self allied armor. Damn it! Alright, let's better late than never, that's why I always say. I was playing around Bruver this whole time, and Bruver's nowhere to be seen, mate. I guess we could draw into a Magni, that would be a bit painful, wouldn't it?
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
We don't draw? If you have Chronics in hand. Her. See, lots of mistakes made, lots of cards I've played for the first time. I think we won still. The round one was good. I played round one well, and the rest I played pretty badly. Jeez. Deck seems kind of good though, no? That seemed pretty flipping good if you ask me, mate. I did not seem bad. I will be finishing the stream relatively soon. Unfortunately. It's a short one. I wasn't supposed to stream today. Spent all morning working on a Disney Arcana meta report. It is very tiring, not gonna lie, but it's gonna be a banger. But maybe I'll also stream tomorrow. I'm off away this weekend. I'm not here this weekend, so definitely no streams for Gwent Friday to Monday. I guess Gwent will be back on Tuesday though. And I'm doing a Digital Arcana stream from Sweden on Saturday. But this was going to be decks going up over the weekend. All right. Witches, you would imagine. So there's definitely an element of having too many good gold cards in opening hand. I don't think we want this in opening hand. I think there's a world that we don't want the Brathens as well. But there's also a world that I don't want all this complete jank. Like, maybe I need to be a bit careful and not get rid of too many good cards. It's a fine balancing act. And I think there's a few too many bad cards in this hand that I'll keep the Brathens. I got rid of the Terra Nova, which I think made sense. We can't proactively Brathens. It's just a simple boy. A big man. Lovely scraps. Get them out of my sight. So we can Mage Torture this and then coup it. It does look indeed like the Witcher deck. Popularized by that one very good looking streamer.
I need not spill blood to make you suffer like never before.
I think Plain Talk John was their name. Okay, it's not my list exactly.
Disturb a god and rest, mortar.
Alright, so we're definitely going to buff... So funny. Kind of like buffing the Assimilate engines. Even though they play into Tool Punish. I think it's chill. So with this leader and Anna, I think there's definitely a world that you're gonna slam the leader going first sometimes. Is there any kind of carryover play in SK that we care about? Not that comes to mind. Why not buffing leader recharge? Pardon? The tactic guy? I mean, I could. He's just not an engine. I thought it might be better to buff the engines. I'm actually letting them stay in this a little bit longer than I maybe should have. Maybe a little bit greedy on my part. They want to get down to Vesemir range. They don't plan on passing, basically. I think the selected mutations is a bit too slow for me to care. I think I take a pass here. Like, I think it's going to be quite expensive for them. It's interesting, though. It does open me up to a bleed. Vesemir doesn't get them there. Vesemir plays for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vesemir gets them there. With a leader, though. Vesemir plus leader gets them there. Yeah. I didn't play this very well. Did not play this one very well. We could go Brathens and we could still fight for the round. I definitely don't like how I played it, everybody. I got a bit too confident, didn't I? It is Vesemir plus a leader charge. But then they have round control. And I get bled. I don't like the sound of that one bit.
Her grace will not be pleased.
If they go offering onto Brathens, I pass. That's why I'm not too worried. Kind of interested in leader plus Anna here. I think we really get a good leader this game.
You have our undivided attention.
Because I just want to pass. And take him to a long round. Is Gwent back? Oh, Gwent is back, baby. Gwent Renaissance is in full flow right now. Okay. Vilg is really not that good in this matchup. But maybe we just take the Diplomacy first. Voila. Danger me by 2. Also, we have pirate from your hand. Let's go, Don. I'm glad you're hyped. Game's really fun. I'm enjoying it. I really like Anna with the Enslave leader. Enslave is just so good to slam early. Like, if you could play Enslave Renfrey, you probably would, right? And this is Enslave Renfrey. I really like the buff to Anna. I think it's a cool one.
Let's get this.
Geralt the Panther.
Quite a menial task.
Might have broke their portal. See what I mean, though? Vilg is not good in this matchup. We might be in trouble, though, still. I got way too confident. Shows you the power of the SK Witches, though. My confidence is being punished. So we probably self Tiny Joust and Full Leader. Or...
Not your lucky day.
Oh my god, it's the flipping Axie, bruv. Well, we lost on even, and I slammed Brathens. The question is if I want to trade my leader for their last card. Because it could be a Witcher. I mean, is it even guaranteed? Pretty much. Oh my god, Don Paul and Valorant have gifted subs. What the heck? Oh my god. Don Paul. Subbing and gifting 5. That's pretty epic. Don't hit the shields, please. Calculated. If it hit a fish flapper, we were in trouble. Pretty good. We got both tool punishes. We're probably in trouble, though, mate. We're probably in trouble, mate. We take no mulligans. We just have to keep what we have. We could maybe bin off old coup de grace. We could try, like, nah, we just never mulligan here. Maybe I should have even kept the coup. Like, what did we give spying to last round again? Nothing very good, was it? All God?
An empire for the ages.
Are we taking the Witcher trio? It's kind of funny, isn't it? This deck is fun! I like this deck. Chance the portal's bricked. 1, 2. Most likely not. Did this even evolve? I swear this did the same thing as it did. I think we get rid of coup. Right, you have to win the round for it to evolve. I see. How come? Mate, I'm just loving it. I think coup's bad. This is on top. I think that's bad. Ah!
Your feathers off.
Uh-oh. There's a problem. They hit the quartermaster. They can't pass. Oh! Wouldn't it be a shame if I could kill that? It wouldn't actually be. It would be quite good for me. Bam! 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 Woo! One more point buff needed for your Siri, bruv. Oh, Law accurate. Let's go. This game's so much fun, man. What the hell? Well played. I got lucky. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much, Don Paul, for the 5 gifted. Red Check, Dev, Trupp, Skeletor Wins, Calf, Tiny Tomato, and Curion. Cheers, mate. Cheers, blood. Right, where am I, Witcher Trio? Bam! Where am I, Witcher Trio? Bam! Oh, for goodness sake. Where's my Witcher Trio? What the heck? What the heck? Where did they... Wait, we can draw them still. Ready?
I know the truth. I simply
We can still draw them, chat. Don't panic. They think it's all over. Well, trust me, it's not all over just yet. Well, my name is not Specimen Gwent. You need to relax, mate. They probably have a Junod in hand. Here they come. Here is the Witcher Trio. I sacrificed a point in case it's Junod in hand. Junod and no Witcher Trio. Damn it. Damn it. GG, that was fun. We got wrecked. Didn't play that cleanly in round 1. I got too confident, didn't I? Well played. I don't think even the Witcher Trio saved us that. That was fun though. This deck is very, very cool. I didn't play clean. You see the power of that deck there, man. I just didn't respect the round 1 enough. Right? I was like, yeah, they got nothing. Oh, mate, they had nothing. Oh, Paya, in my message to you, Lorcana set was like a month and a half ago. I'm still Lorcanaing though, for sure. But Gwent's fun. Yeah, I never liked Specimen decks. For one thing, the titles on all his videos seem like clickbait. Another thing is that everyone and their mother seems to copy his decks, and so that's all you see on ladder for the next few days, weeks. And they run out of steam because everyone knows what's in them and how to counter it. Plus, the guy himself is just cringe anyway. Personally, I prefer Tia Beastie's channel and her decks when she posts them. Yep. Honestly, hard to argue with that. Torres! He's onside! Whoa! Also comes back to my mulligan in the last game, right? Like, I probably missed mulliganed. I have a feeling we might maybe play... wait, am I not even playing one of the Obsidian Mirrors? I feel like Obsidian Mirrors got to be worth over the ointments, right? Would you agree?
Guided by the light of the great...
Huh? Renfrey, Renfrey. So they have one of these and one of these. We're going to steal their leader as well, let's not forget. What's actually good? That seems good, because they're going to go tall. They have Talk in hand, right? And we could steal Gaetan and the Jermaine, maybe? I guess I'm supposed to play for a bigger boy in round 1. I've never used this card before, so I'm almost certainly not doing it optimally. I guess just picking something like... Yeah, I don't know about old Jermaine, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure about that. That's a bit sus. Gaetan seems good, but I think Jermaine... I think Geralt, good. Gaetan, and Jermaine, not so sure on those. Might have just been better off picking cheap things, right? And then I've got a big boy. We know they have Geralt in deck, and it's a Renfrey deck, so I probably just could have gone tool, and they have no tool punish, you have to imagine, right? Yeah, this game is getting a monthly update voted upon by the community. So Calvate just decreased in provisions, so did Brathens. Anna Henrietta just got a point. The leader got an extra provision. Ku got nerfed by a provision. It's really cool. Who watches the Watchers, Witcher? I think a tempo pass is a good idea though, right? Pick a big, yeah. So I was supposed to pick, like, basically because I'm looking to tempo pass here, but then I got 6 points on my Torres. So it's gone a bit pear-shaped. This is 6 points, so it's probably the best of the bunch. Guess this is also 6.
My blade. I trust you have sharpened.
Sounds like this might be the last game of the stream, guys. It was always going to be a short one. Chance I come back again later, or chance I come back tomorrow. I'll do at least one of those two things. Probably should just come back tomorrow and keep focusing on my other bits and bobs. It's chance it's not the last game. We might play for a few more. Well, I wasn't supposed to stream today, Negan. That's why. I've got lots of stuff to do. I've also got family round. My dad's cooking like up a nice family meal.
Sharpen the bolts, boys.
Not really sure I can afford to pass, regrettably. I don't feel good about the position. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping Gwent in the rotation. I plan on pushing for rank 1 again. Like, I'm going to be playing a lot of Gwent this month, for sure. I'm just away this weekend for Lorcana, so... And I'll pass. Don't feel good about it. I messed up Torres, right? Fernando Torres. He needs to be he could have been a lot better for me. Any big tournaments won? I'm mainly a caster. I've got a good record in the tournaments I've played in, though. There's like content creator set champs, right? Which they're like the only ones I've really been able to compete in. I did compete in Seattle, Disney Lorcana Challenge with 2,000 people, and I didn't do too well. But I kind of knew going in that my deck sucked, but I just wanted to do my own thing. It was like, unfortunately, it wasn't my meta. It was like right at the end of a set where the meta was very, very developed and very... It was probably my least favorite meta game ever. It was very linear. And I didn't play perfectly, and my deck did kind of suck. If it was like... For example, if I played at the Disney Lorcana European Championships in Disneyland Paris last month, which I commentated on, it was like the first big tournament of a set. I'm really confident I would have done well. I really am. I really don't think the gameplay in Lorcana is... maybe it's because of my Gwent background, is as complex as it's made out to be at times. I think the gameplay is complex enough and deep enough. It's the deck building in Lorcana that, for me, I'm absolutely in love with. The deck building is just brilliant. I think that's where you can get the biggest edge. How do we go about this? How do we play this? This isn't terrible for us. Like, we could just slam a Mage Torture onto it for now. What did we get off? So this could be a Geralt, so we don't really want to play this early. We've got double Geralt, basically, which is nuts. We do need to be careful of their Geralt, I guess.
Do I enjoy
I'll start off like this. I have Terra Nova targets. I don't really need this card, right? I'm kind of realizing I don't even need this card because of Torres. Fernando Torres! Do people still play the Mage Torturers? I mean, it seems reasonable, but it's not like when I put it in the deck, I was like, I have to play 2 of these, but I'm not sure that's necessarily the case, right? What's the payoff? So Auto Terra Nova spawns and plays a base copy of basically something we gave spying to. And Coup de Grace can, if we hit something with spying,
They used to call me.
we get a copy of it.
Wanna know why?
And then we have Assimilate, which is whenever we play a card not in our starting deck, they gain points. So you have like engines. Play a bronze unit from your hand, then look at the top 3 into your deck whenever you pass boost by 3. Sure. I mean, I'm a bit worried about board space for Jermaine in the next round, so I think I might just slam him now. Which again comes back to my decision to actually play, to pick him from Torres was a definite error. You'd be surprised if they fancy their chances in the long round, though. We have 1 mulligan for sure. 2. It's like 1, 2, 3 of the top decks. I mean, I guess Gaten's still worth the 1, 2. We're drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. So we mulligan this for the Mage Torturer. Or the Amnesty or something. Seems alright. Yeah, Renfrey's no good for us. Okay, they're actually pushing us and they don't seem too happy about it.
We are the eyes of Dalton.
We do need to be very careful about clicking this guy. He's going to get chunky quite quickly. Like we're going to fill the board too quickly. That's why I just played him now. We have a lot of tool punishers in this hand. I think Brathens might be fine enough here. Like just get the... Don't play any bonded. Brathens is only copying something here, but I think it's kind of fine.
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
I don't have the pass. And then if we ever have like 6 points is enough to stay ahead. They have like the Renfrey leader, right? Whenever you pass boost the lowest power, and like by 4. Something I'm concerned about. Gwen.
Last words.
Mentor.
It gets easier, kid. Never as
So they're looking to slam Gaetan pretty swiftly here. Vilg seems relatively reasonable onto that. You could also argue it's reasonable there, but this is going to play for a lot more than 12. Going to click as well at this point. We could Stefan actually, right?
Bless this gold.
Pretty clean. Deck does feel pretty damn good. Not gonna lie. I like the idea of Enslave with Calvate and Anna. Like Anna Enslave just speaks to me as a good idea. So if we Anna, we're gonna play a bronze unit from your hand, look at the top 3 units from your deck and draw 1. We actually get the Renfrey ability from it, right? Alright, Geralt Pro. So here for us, we just want to stay ahead. We basically need an 11-point play here. We have one assimilate engine down on the board. I could, of course, go for Terra Nova into Geralt. I could just go Geralt. They're both enough. If I go... I could also, like, just go leader here. And try and preserve my tool punish. They could try and brick my leader in round 3, I think. Like, I might just take the leader, take the Geralt Pro, and then it's an option for us. Because I have Anna, I just don't care that much about my leader, I guess.
No point in showing mercy.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
My deck feels so unfair. It feels so unfair. I didn't even play round 1 that well.
Not your lucky day.
Not your lucky day.
Last word.
How is this fair?
Do you really want to know?
Oh, interesting. Boost self by 1 for each card with a provision cost of 11. I think that's quite good. So let's throw a 4 provision card. That's 6. I think this is pretty good, right? BAM!
That is how it must be tested.
Oh! Top card of our deck is what? Anna or Vigo, so Self-Vilg is not an interesting proposition.
This is not what we agreed.
There's no way this isn't enough, right? Like, we have the Geralt as well. But we would have to pull like a 12 or something for it to work for us. Like, I have to say, I think I played round 1 pretty poorly with the Torres. But that's kind of what we're looking to do with this deck, really. Just put the pressure on our opponent, play if 3 cards pass. And then we've got like the Enslave, which isn't even a commitment with the Anna. And we get Gaetan next, I think it is. Do we want the card below? I guess not. Guess we keep good old Gaetan. Oh, but the leader, we need a bronze for the leader, don't we?
You have our
Play a bronze if you
undivided
found. Look at the top 3 units of your deck and draw 1. Not ideal with the Magni. The leader kind of not too hot. Oopsie daisy. Mentor! They're popping off. Why is it called Geralt Panther? I don't know, it's just what my friend called it, and I kind of liked it. I'm not quite sure what to take here. Gaetan is 2 points. It's probably just the Assimilate, right?
Suffering ennobles, friend. You'll be a count once I'm done with you.
And then we copy the Mentor. And then we can Panther.
You will not regret this, sir.
Her grace will not be pleased.
A little wind blows.
Not about to sit back and do nothing.
I hate portals.
That's just unfair. GG though. We didn't play round 1 very well, but we popped off in round 2 and 3, huh? Well, I guess we didn't play that clean with the leader either and the Mulligans, but we'll play it. This deck seems busted. Alright, we need to remember quickly before we go into the next game. that we probably want to mess around with the 4Ps a bit. It didn't take long for us to pop off and build a good deck, did it? My goodness. I do wonder if we need double Mage Torturer. I do feel like an Emissary could be interesting, but it would mean... Do you even need any Mage Torturers, honestly? When I could play Amnesty's Devotion? It might be last match, I don't know. But what I will say is, we want to play... I forgot about the Obsidian Mirrors, basically, somehow. Like, the Obsidian Mirrors feel like they're higher potential value than the Ointments, right? Like, I think you still play 2 Obsidian Mirrors. But maybe you play, like... Maybe there's a world we play 2 Amnesties. I feel like Amnesty's really good. I like Amnesty. I want to play 2. Which means I only play 1 Mage Torturer, or I only play 1 Magni, maybe. Are the Magnis even that good? The Magnis are good. They're good in round 1, right? They're just 3. The Magnis seem good. And we could also play an Emissary if we so desire. That's the thing. If we play double Amnesty, like I need to play something else in at 4p. Is Mage Torturer even that good, guys? When I could play Emissary instead. You know what I mean? I think it's not that good. I don't think I need it. I think I play 2 maybe 2 Emissaries, maybe just 1. And then one of these battle preps. Both of these battle preps. We could play a Vicavaro, like a Remedy instead, rather. That might be better, right? I think the Torturer is good. And we could. But it makes my Vigo worse. I like playing Emissary for Brathans. I want my Vigo guaranteed, right? So my Vigo's either Informant. I mean, that's the other thing we could do. We could play 2 Informants. I think I kind of like this setup. I mean, 2 Emissary, sure, we don't really need. We can just play 1. But then I would have... the reason I play 2 Emissaries is because it allows me to play the 5p tactics. Right? Like, it's either 2 Emissaries or 2 Duchess. I think 2 Emissaries is fine. It just makes our Vigo work, right? By stacking up 2 2s. Like, it's either 2 Emissaries or 2 Informants. Like, that's just how the maths lines up. I probably have time for one more. Maybe 2 more. Chance I have to leave mid-game, but probably not. Where's my phone? Where is my phone, though?
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
I don't know where my phone is, bro. Might be a mirror, yeah. GG? No mulligan game? Actually, don't know where my phone is. Where's my mulligan? Alright, so I think with the mulligan, you don't want too good of a opening hand. Do we mulligan a gold away, maybe? I think we might. Going second, I think we mulligan a gold away. Probably old Stefan. Renfrew, Vigo only sees 1 bronze card even if you only have multiple copies of it. Yeah, but Vigo shows us... Oh! That's great. Yeah, you see... I thought Vigo changed for a second then. Vigo's showing us 3 different bronzes, right? So I have 1, 2, 3. I have to play 13 units. That's why I'm playing 2 emissaries. Because if... Either, like... I could basically play... With this setup, I could play 2... Informants, right? If I'm counting the Torturers, I can play 2 Informants or 2 Emissaries. Otherwise, my Vigo is going to be hitting 4 things. So start off with the Magni. What do I start off with? Probably a Magni.
My boots got sand up here.
Ah! Oh. What? That sucks! Remember when this used to be in Assimilate? I thought it was in Assimilate. That's why I ran out of time and just clicked it. It's like, yep. Assimilate card. Happy days. It used to be back in the day, right? I played it before I read what it did.
The senses can be fooled. These idiots. Flash.
And I'm pretty sure we're just playing 3 in passing here. Probably play... Do we play Torres and Calvate or do we save them? I think we definitely play Calvate. I'm not sure we play Torres. Not sure. I think like we're just playing 3 in passing, so Torres is still big points in round 2. So maybe I just take the Informant here to thin.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
No, I don't want Torres in the stack. I don't... sorry, I don't want a Rune Mage. I think Rune Mage you can build a deck with, but it's a double cross deck. We were looking at Rune Mage with double cross, but with this... I don't want Rune Mage. Like, I'm really happy with this. Basically, we were torn between do I play Stefan or Rune Mage. I was like, yeah, I'd rather play Stefan. Cool, okay, so we play Enslave. And, yeah. Enslave just seems better to me than double cross.
I forgive you this time.
So my plan was to play 3 in pass. However, do I just continue on a little bit here? I think I do, right?
The shame I have made.
There's no real reason to pass just yet. They didn't put enough tempo down. And they committed a Vigo. Like, if we go first, we slam Torres, we slam Calvate and another card and we pass. Try and, like, hopefully in a tempo format, so then we force along round 3. And then, if not, if we're going second, we just play like this. We play non-committal, we get the Calvate through. And we have a bunch of, like, reach with bronzes and stuff. Wait, why is that buffing? Flanking? It's adjacent to 2 cards. 1, 2. Why did that buff? Because it's already on the top, I guess? So that's buffing, apparently. Which I feel like it shouldn't be. So I need an 11-point play. We could take Vigo, could mill them. Like, we could take Vilg and mill. Flank doubles. Okay, got ya.
An interesting choice.
Should be enough.
To work!
And now the question is, do I push or do I pass? I mean, we're going to play the Torres, surely. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, okay, it's fine. I really need to slow down now. And last one, it's for coup. It's perfect. Perfectly calculated. Move a non-doomed allied unit that is not... Wait, what? Move a non-doomed... It evolved. Did it evolve? Move a non-doomed allied unit that is not from your starting deck, excluding self, back to your hand. Boost it by 2 and give it doomed, then play a card. If there's no valid target, create and play a bronze unit. What? So it's worse in round 2 than it is round 1. What? You what? Alright, well, good thing I can play Brothen's. We have a non-doomed allied unit, not from your starting deck, excuse so. He has assimilate? Oh, okay. So maybe he was good to open with? We have a non-doomed allied unit that's not from your starting deck, excuse yourself back to your hand, booster by 2 and give it to him, then play a card. And he has assimilate. Okay, interesting. I guess Torres was a better opener then. But maybe not. So, that's interesting. Battle stations. I mean, there's a world we just passed, right? I mean, no, I got my boy down. I'm not passing anytime soon. If your opponent has won a round, so I didn't win a round, so I can't play that. You cheeky little grubber muffin. All right, I guess we're just going for this, right?
Guided by the light of the great sun.
Whenever an enemy against the stage from your turn, damage by 1. That's bad. Play a bronze soldier from your deck, then shuffle self into deck. Damage by 1. Oh, these all suck. We could bait them. Oh god. Guys, this is not going to plan. We bait them into thinking this is good.
154.
We have engines going though, so that's something. Should have enslaved Vigo round 1. Yeah, maybe I can see it. Interesting. I'm definitely learning on the job here, so that's fine. I mean, we have 2 thingies down. I could just Stefan, right? It's obviously not spectacular. I could also go Magni for coup here to just start drawing. I don't think Q's getting that much better, right? We could Terra Nova, I don't know, whatever we leader. But I don't know if they, I don't really know this deck that well, so I don't know if they have any more assimilate cards. Ah! What the hell just happened? I looked away and my stuff disappeared.
A shame I have no time.
Damn it. I'm learning on the job, aren't I? Very much. Alright. Well, that would be a very good card to take. So we can line it up with this man and then steal it. Oh, baby. I mean, this card could be good in the deck anyway, right? This card's pretty cracked, no? It's a pretty good card.
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
We can turn over it. Didn't really give us any good Vigo targets yet, did they? But maybe this is it. Obviously, I didn't play this too cleanly, but, you know, we're learning on the job. It is what it is.
Beaters forward! Let the hunt begin.
Impertinence is the one thing I cannot abide.
Yeah, it's a shame we can't bounce the Sergeant. Maybe I could have planned ahead, right, and damaged it down, actually, enough. I'm assuming it's 14 for us as well. Is it based on the amount of tactics? How is it 14? Like, where does the 14 come from? How is that determined?
What you've done for you.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Vigo into Hunter. 14 for me. Right. It increases with tactics. How? Increase the maximum value by the number of tactics. That's why it's 14. It starts at 1. Okay, I understand. Cheers. Do we ever leader this? I mean, if I leader it, they leader it back. So no. But if I leader it now, it is going to buff up to 6. And then they just steal it back. So it's actually just not a good idea at all, right? I think.
What is truth if not an illusion?
Everyone has their secrets.
Where's that? Where's the last guy that went to your opponent's graveyard? Might be a Brathan's. I don't know. I think it might be. Oh my god, I'm nervous. I like the deck though. I think our deck's better than theirs, but... Did they even give spying to anything good? Ooh, it's Torres. Fernando Torres! Ooh!
My legacy immortalized.
LOL.
Which way, George? I'm falling behind.
They did kind of cuck my Terra Nova though. And my leader. Wait, I can Terra Nova into Terra Nova, right? GG? GG. No! When did they change that? Why can't I do that? What the hell? It doesn't say excluding self. Oh, it does. Damn it. So maybe it was Torres I was supposed to steal. You used to be able to do it like that, right?
The North must be destroyed.
Back in my day. Back in my day, you could go Terra Nova, 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 Terra Nova. And it's not an infinite loop. There's only 18 slots on the board. You used to be able to do it.
Try not to scream
Back in my
so
day, man.
much my hand wobble.
Not my Gwent.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Her grace will not be pleased.
4. I think the lock's probably good, right? I'm pretty sure this is a good click for them. So I think it was Brathan's. I got so many points for round 3, mate. Look at that. It's insane. Was it bugged? I think it never used to say excluding self. Easy. Obviously, I misplayed this game pretty hard. It is what it is. I walked into a big fat treason. And I didn't realise that Torres evolved the way he did. And I thought that Terra Nova was going to copy Terra Nova. This is the win condition, though. The win condition is double amnesty. I'm very aware it's unlikely to happen, guys, but this is the win condition. But it does work. They're like, oh, I've got no proactivity. I'll just play a Magni division into play. Bam! Damn it. Win condition. Here we go. Oh! Why did they ruin this card so much, man? This is my least favorite rework they ever did. Like, I know it needed to be reworked, but come on. This is disrespectful. Oh! 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 And it's a Witcher for Leo! Oh, for God's sake. They probably just flipping drew the Leo for the Witcher. Oh! Oh! I think we're going to win, guys. Pretty sure we got this. They never have the Leo. Brother, I only stayed because I wanted to see the Leo. Alright, well, I learned some valuable lessons on this day. How to not play this deck. Alright. Blood money. I like the joust. I don't think I like the mirror. Where Calvate, he's here. Next card. It's almost guaranteed, right? Almost. We'll draw into him with the Magnes. It's gonna be fine. Avalak into Portal, into Tourney Joust, into the thingamabobber. This is the power of uninteractivity. Oh, but Spessy, why didn't you play the Magni division? Because I am showing you the power of uninteractivities. That's why. Let me give you something to remember me by. Oh! Are you guys seeing the power of uninteractivity? And now I can coup de grace the Avalak to play nothing. Because that is uninteractivity, mate. I want to keep the Tourney Joust. Nice Gary Neville scream, thanks. I'm pretty proud of it. It's my party trick. I guess I could go Magni plus Butt Hurt. I mean Boo Hurt, sorry. 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 That's my promised man. I was playing another one. Ah! I misclicked. Damn it. I misclicked. Guys, I didn't scream. You're just imagining things. Should we Fernando Torres? That's not a bad leader, you know. Or if we could just set up a coup on it in general, because then BAM! I coup the... if I can steal a coup the Garden. I guess I could steal this. BAM! Coup. That's a nice line I have anyway. Let's just play the big man.
Guided by the light of the
Right, what the hell do I want? So I want this to buff, don't I? This seems like a good pick. So that's my bad card. Where else he seems decent. I don't really want the bounty. No. I mean, don't I just take, like, this? This all sucks! This sucks! I don't want this. Oh. So what I'm thinking here is I click this, like, I get this guy. I don't know, one sec. Let me just do this first. So what do I banish? What sucks? Oh, I can't get rid of the stuff I spawned in my deck. That's kind of sad. I guess the Informant's probably not very great. So I'd rather draw the other 5p stuff. And probably the mirrors go. My intuition. I'm wondering, like, if I Vigo this, Kurt. It's kind of a bit early though, right? Like, I kind of just don't care that much. Calvate's a really good card to give them a bounty on. I'd rather not do that either. They already used the tool punish. What if I just do this? Boop. They really have another one?
I forgive you.
One sec, guys. I think something's happening. I think something's happening. Is something happening yet? Oh, something happened! Guys, something happened. Where's my camera gone?
Ugh, of all things, never thought boredom would be the death of me.
Jeez! 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 That's pretty damn cool. Congratulations to them both. All because of Gwent, mate. Never forget it. It's okay, Zubi. Zubi, we're with you at this terrible time, this tough time for you, Zubi. Alright? We'll support you, mate, through this. That's what friends are for, Zubi do. That is what friends are for. How good is Ku? Honestly, I don't even know if it's that good, bruv. If I pass, I'm going to draw 1, 2. I mean, it's still good enough. I'm just wondering, like, do I push? I guess I'm just going to a long round. I kind of decided already. Jeez! Pretty cool. I mean, I already knew about it. But still. Very cool. Very, very cool. Jeez! Go on, Tia. We're proud of you, mate. Go on, Tia. I'm not sure about the Christmas jumpers. That's my one criticism. So the next card's Amnesty. Say no to Amnesty. It doesn't really, like, this doesn't look that good, does it? How bad can an Amnesty be? Alright, where's our proactivity? It's, Brothans. Good old Brothans.
True love could lift the curse, but who would love such a freak?
Go on, my boy. I'm not sure how good the coup is without the thingamajiggamabobbers. To be honest. Ku is like at 10 provisions. Not even that good anyway, right? I think Ku might get cut. We would need to put a different... We just put a 4p... Ku could basically become a 10 provision card, guys. Think about it, right? Work it out. We cut the emissary. We replace Ku for a unit. So I think Ku is getting cut. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm fine with that. So Ku's getting binned off. It got nerfed. So if ever there was a time to get rid of it, it's right flipping now, mate. Do we Vigleforts that? Probs. The Vigleforts! Oh, yeah. Pure value. Thou shalt burn!
Nothing turns my guts more than a filthy mate.
Is that a good steal? Seems kind of good. Whoop! Bounty! The Ku's getting cut after this game. No! Oh, that's fine.
You have
Ardle? Oh, Ardle sounds very good. How many provisions is Ardle? I feel like Ardle... Why did that not give a bounty, bruv? Oh, they did already? Damn it! Damn it. Damage on me 6 and gain consecutive access damage on whenever you with bounties destroy increasing damage by 1 over the other. Okay. I don't really know what's happening, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like what's happening. I don't know what's happening and I don't like it. There's nothing good to Vigo, unless I take a flipping Magni. I'm not really too into right now. Terra Nova, I guess. Oh, yeah. I guess. I don't know, mate. I ain't got a Scooby. Not sure I'm playing too hot. I got a bit distracted. No! Why have I not removed this yet, guys? Like, so all I've got to do is remove the damn thing. It's not hard. Is it? Oh, my leader's back, baby. Magic sows chaos. I kind of want more coins than what I have right now. So I can Morelsi. How do I get 2 coins, bruv?
What is truth if not an illusion?
I hate nothing more than a creaky door. Huh?
That was OP. Look at me go. I've definitely not done a very good job here, and I still almost didn't lose. I did lose, but I almost didn't. This was pretty miserable. As you can tell, I'm a bit distracted. I'm probably just going to call it. After nah, that's fine. We'll play another. Let's didn't play that well this game.
Oh, blast this gold.
Are we actually winning still, by the way? Like, I felt like I played terribly. Oop. Easy game, easy life. Oop. Calculated. Alright, I played so badly. Alright, Q's out. Q's got to go, blood. It's got to go, blood. What's quite exciting is by cutting Q, the deck didn't even get nerfed. It just got pure provisions and power. So the other things that are cuttable are the amnesties and the remedy and the emissary. So we have one unit we can play now. Ardle. Oh, it's got to be Ardle, right? This card's cracked. I would like one amnesty still. Maybe I can play 2 amnesties. Could be a remedy. I kind of like the amnesties, man. I don't know. What's better? Battle prep or ointment on average? Probably battle prep. There's probably one of each in it, but come on. It's a devotion deck. Let's play the amnesties. Amnesties are good round 1 cards, and I actually quite like that. Patience is not a virtue I'm known to have. Here we go. This is how you win with Nilfgaard. We're in a mirror. So, the mulligan, you want to mulligan away, because we have Calvate pretty much every single time guaranteed. You don't want to have too many golds in your opening hand. Terra Nova, I'm going to get him later. I'm pretty sure, with the fact we're going second, we can afford to mulligan another big gold. The question is, which would we rather get rid of? And I think Ardle might be a nice round 1 card potentially, whereas Stefan is not. So we mulligan 2 big gold cards because Calvate's going to put them on top of the deck. If we win the round, Torres is bad, so we need to remember that as well. That is a slow start from our opponent. A very, very slow start. So we probably want to apply some pressure with Fernando Torres. Hey, Jordy. Hey, Nestanek. I think this will be the last game. My damn phone's missing. I might not have even been supposed to queue this game, but I want to go off with a big win in a big way.
Confounded boots.
See, that's just not very impressive. We could start off slow with Attorney Joust, but I just don't care, mate. I just go Fernando Torres, I think. This is my opponent's deck. Huh? This is my opponent's deck right now. Oh my god. I'll take them. Probably just take that for the point as well. They have a lot of golds in hand. I guess... Okay, I guess it only shows 10 provisions or less, doesn't it? We have ourselves a mirror match, everybody. Nothing too exuberant that we saw in their deck there. Oh my god, I got 2 Brothans. One's premium, one's not. I guess it's actually... You're supposed to play non-premium Torres or... Not premium Torres, non-premium everything else, right? Because then you actually know which Brothans you created and which you didn't. That's actually OP strategy. Do a Neville impression again regarding Torres. Alright. Fernando Torres. He's onside. How was that? Is that a good Ardle? Bam! Just clog their deck with jank. Is that a good Ardle? It's doomed, so it can't be. Boo. Boo. This is 1 point less. So what do we get rid of? I think the Duchess. The Battle Prep. And maybe the Emissary. Maybe the Obsidian Mirror. Perfect. Do you guys see that gameplay? That is pure skill. I forgot I scream like this, guys, honestly. You made me forget. I think it's why my dad hates me. What? You missed it? I almost discard... Oh, can I do it again? Yeah, righto. I thought Bane was saying something intelligent there for a second, but he's just being a troll as usual. We're 10 behind. I mean, what's interesting is they haven't used Mr. Calvate, so arguably I could push round 2. But I want to just Ardle. It's doomed also. Let's just Vigly Forts that blood. Oh! Get wrecked. Get dominated. Happy New Year. This game's pretty good, isn't it, guys? Flipping Gwent. Flipping Gwent, mate, eh? Is it a shame that you have no time? I'm not so... I gotta go for dinner. I kinda need to play quick. Let's just make him rage quit. Okay, you don't need to because this one's spying, so you don't need to do the, I mean, the Torres thing I talked about. I don't want to play the Calvate too early and draw into all my good stuff, but I probably will now, even though I just drew into something good. This is a bit of a mirror matchup of Destiny, but I kind of need to go for dinner because it's dinner with the family, and I probably should just end the game here. But let's see. Maybe we can... What?! Maybe we can inspire a rage quit.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Kind of need to go for dinner with the family, but maybe we can just inspire a rage quit. The Obsidian Mirror is a bit alarming, isn't it?
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
We could Ardle that boy. Just say, not today.
I deserve better.
Is it good on that? Wait, is it good on that? It is, right?
You have no chance. Do you not see that?
Why isn't Torres premium? Because I've never used Torres before. I have like 1,000 kegs to open, mate. And no premium powder. It's mainly because I have too many resources that I can't bother to open. But also, like, I don't have everything premium in the game. I have most things premium. But look, like, the newest expansions, there's lots of stuff that's not premium. I don't even have Vigo premium. The heck? Oh, I do. Ardle's always been quite interesting, that it's always easy to get the maths wrong on what it actually does. The Master of Puppets is not very good. Give one charge 5 on a soldier. Kind of played into that Ardle a bit, didn't I? Yeah, not really. But yeah, I went intentionally for the Magni before the Calvate because I was hoping to not draw into another gold. But alas. Hurry up!
I've long been waiting for you.
I want you to admit it.
Fair enough.
You will not regret this, sir.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Lydia or Vilg? I think Vilg.
Resistance shall not be tolerated.
Oh, blast this gold.
They probably just drew their own Stefan, right? Guess it was Terra Nova or Stefan. Guys, I need to go! I need to go! Nice.
Impertinence is the one thing I cannot abide.
This is not very good, is it? This damn Magni.
Take him to the woods and release the hounds.
Your humble servant.
Card on top is Terra Nova as well. I have a feeling the Obsidian Mirror might just get dropped after this. I'd have been super happy with a little battle prep. Little ointment. Oink oink. Just go, but I want to win! Silex might be the voice of reason, guys. Oh, second leader.
Gotcha, puppet.
That was pretty big brain.
A shame I had no time. Your humble servant.
Can't I dare you?
My loyalty is to Imperial coin, not to the face that
A
takes.
shame I had no time.
We want an even, hooray. Come on, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win, I need to win. We just have to push for 2-0. I don't have time for round 3. I don't have time for round 3! Damn it! They're going to try and find a dry pass card. But no! Because I don't have time for round 3. To be honest, we could have mulligan. Like, if I wanted to make a big brain play, I could have mulligan my golds and just try to draw them in round 3 here. No!
Impertinence is the one thing I cannot
You.
abide.
Please Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Who's kind of OP in the mirror, I'm not going to lie.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed into an earth.
The shame I have no time.
An epic victory. GG. We can't lose from her. Damn it.
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
We basically have nothing left, mate. Pressure? What pressure? Pressure for tires. Escape enter. What have they got left? They got nothing, mate. This hand's broken. This is the ultimate hand. Ready? Vigo. Bam! Amnesty.
Speak your mind. To the point.
We just break their leader now. We just break their leader, guys. Trust me. Oh?
What is truth if
Oh?
Do I enjoy torture? Perhaps. A bit.
Big brain. It's a... The last card is assassination, mate. Damn it. Alright guys, see you.
But who would love such a
Can't believe I wasted my time for that.